Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 102.
Cien y dos.
OT is in the building.
I'm here.
Motherfucking building. What's happening?
I'm D Trill AC. This is another episode of the Krew Season Podcast. How you fellas doing on this glorious morning? I had to cut the sound effects down. Them gunshots too loud.
I'm blessed. Man. No complaints.
Yeah. Shit, Kenny couldn't make it with us today. Bro got tied up at work, as y'all know.
Kenny.
You know what I'm saying, but he did give us 2 in a row. You gotta give my nigga some credit, man. My dog some credit, man. But I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a show, man. We got an interesting doctor today. I want to start it off because we done covered Deshaun Watson on this pod before. We had some very, very strong opinions about Deshaun Watson's case. And now they're saying it's brand new women coming out the woodwork, saying things, making accusations. I just want to get y'all take. Has y'all take changed? What do y'all think about these new accusations? What do y'all think the fallout of that is going to be?
I actually forgot my take. I thought I said I was just waiting for it to come out. But at the same time, I was like, it was so many different allegations that was coming out. I do remember saying that. It was just it's kind of hard to fight against it. It's like if 20-something women came out, said you did something, but then they had all the stuff going on with the trade and him not wanting to play and the owners and things like that. So that side and that story was also believable. But now we know that they was kind of on this side in the sense with the NDAs and all that stuff that kind of came out about it. So they knew some shit was going on. So that's why they tried to ship him.
Piece of extra context. They said that Deshaun Watson has 66 different masseuses in a matter of 17 months. I'm not going to lean one way or the other with the information. I'm just going to throw it out there, and I just want to get y'all's take on, do y'all feel, when you hear 66 different masseuses in 17 months, what comes to mind?
I need to see the proof, man. I need to see the proof.
Seems like he never found his favorite.
I'm not going to let y'all.
I need to see the proof, dog.
He kept trying to find the one that'll hit the spot.
I think I need him.
Hit this. I'll double on time. I see what you did. I see what you did there.
I just think it's all. I think it look crazy. It look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the proof at? Something of this magnitude, bro. Like, I need to see some proof.
They all kind of saying the same thing.
Okay, I hear you.
He turning over, rock hard. In the happy baby position, they saying. For those of you who don't know what the happy baby position is, look it up.
Wow.
Feet in the air. Supposedly want him to massage the anus area.
This is insane.
Like I said,
I'm just saying what was reported. I'm just talking about what I read.
With what the court orders has been saying, and criminal convictions, all of them has been dismissed. So that's telling me people is lying.
That's a lot of damn liars.
That's a thing. When money involved and the right people is involved, because the right people is mad he got that $235 million guaranteed because they see what it's doing to Lamar Jackson. You get what I'm saying? Because the Ravens do not want to pay that. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then what it's going to do for Justin Herbert. You get what I'm saying? What it's going to do for Bengals, Joe Burrow. What it's going to do for all that. All because him. If it would have been anybody else, you got to bite that. But him, you ain't played football in a year because of these accusations.
About to be another one.
You know what I'm saying?
But what about the NDAs from the Texans, though?
NDAs, baby. Y'all knew what y'all was signing. That's just how it work. That's how it work. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if we had people signing NDAs, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I give a fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I give a fuck if it's true or not. Wow. Because you signed this. I didn't make you sign this under pressure. I didn't make you sign this with no gun on you.
They could have threatened their business or something.
Man,
They license.
This is masseuses, boy. I can replace you.
Also, alleged. Was that alleged? that what the lawyer came out and said?
What?
Said happy endings aren't illegal.
Boy, they trying everything, boy.
That is insane.
They trying everything.
He's
man.
getting creative with the litigation.
So yeah. Hey, man, look, that's all I'm saying, man. You know what's crazy? Robert Kraft ain't get this much gripe when he was in there on camera. They had proof of him on the shit. They had proof of him in there doing that.
But he wasn't. That was a little different.
Nah,
that was a little different.
It's the same thing, bro. Same
no, it's
road.
not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It might be worse, to be honest, because there was some sex trafficking attached to Robert Kraft's situation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He was in there fucking the women, bro.
Yeah.
And he didn't want that footage to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he wasn't smashing. He was getting hand jobs. But still, it's still illegal, especially if it's sex trafficking involved. But Smooth was right. That went under the rug quickly. We didn't hear much about that.
Immediately.
We were seeing it, and then Robert Kraft paid his fine, and it was over with.
Ain't nobody said, but you got this brother that's beating cases from what we see, from what's on paper documented. He's beating cases. And all we got on the other side is word of mouth of what's motherfuckers saying. But when it come down to proving this shit, he is beating cases. And the brother not opening his mouth. I can respect it on his end. Now it look bad coming from what the shit talking about, the talking points. Mm-hmm. But when we go to court and he keep beating them bitches, what can you say? All that talking you doing, but when it's time to go lay this case down, the nigga coming out on top of y'all.
And it would behoove him not to say nothing at all.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why the lawyer be like, shut the fuck up and let us, drive this narrative to how we need to drive it to, whether they, innocent or guilty, whatever the case may be. But, again, I think players just in general held under different standards than the owners. Because, you look at the Detroit Lions owner. They caught him with pills and all type of shit in the car. Big old bundles of money and stuff that they had enough to charge him for, intent to distribute. But that case just went away too, magically. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, players, especially black players, are just held under different standards than the owners, and that's wrong. But in terms of my view on this case, I'm the type of person, man, I feel like there's a lot of accusations going on. He did something. That's how I feel. But I'm not going to jump to no conclusions, but that's just my natural inclination. But I'm going to wait on the, evidence to come out, let the case unfold, because you just never know.
Evidence that came out, he already beat 25 cases, bro. That's just real.
Now he got 41 more.
Hey, I'm just
beat them.
I'm saying,
beat them.
And my other thing is, what took y'all so long? Because he been in court fighting them 25 for a year now. He finally got off of them. Well, over a year. He finally got off of them. And now they trying to get him for some bread on some civil suit shit. When you go to a civil suit and you already lost the case in front, bitch, I'm not paying you. We just not doing that. The only way I'm going to pay you is you trying to destroy my name and all that. But in his case, you already destroyed my name. Why would I give you some money? I'm not doing that.
But 66
I hear you.
masseuse in 17 months.
I hear you.
That's insane. That's insane.
I hear you.
Not 20.
I hear you.
Like,
I hear you.
Like one different a month. That's different.
Okay.
66.
I also can have 100. I can also have 100 masseuses coming there. If they try to take me to court saying I did some shit and I keep beating them in court, then what you gonna tell me? What can you say?
But that don't mean that you didn't
I understand what the word of mouth is saying, but if I'm beating you in court, if I'm 25 and 0 in court, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what you saying, when we go to court, I'm beating your ass. I'm winning.
Did OJ do it?
The man won the case, bro. Hey.
I'm just saying though. That's all I'm saying.
That's all. Hey.
He might be beaten, but did he do it?
Hey, what that money say? It ain't what you know.
Oh, it's what you can prove.
That's how it works. That's how that shit works.
Yeah, which is why, again, it's a shaky situation. But more will be revealed. I don't want to spend too much time on this situation. I just wanted to bring it up because it was new accusations and just get y'all thoughts on it. But we're gonna keep this thing moving. Just some sadder news. Trouble. Rapper out of Atlanta recently was shot and killed. To give a little context on the story, it's alleged that he was laid in a bed with his girl. Her ex broke in. They got into a fight, altercation. He pulls out a gun, shoots him, and then he dies on the scene. But just a bit of context behind it. Her and her ex-husband, ex-man or whatever, they was living together in that same apartment at one point. They had been together for 3 years. She came out and said that he was abusive and she ended up breaking up with him. And then this happens a week after the breakup. So do with that information as y'all will. You know, my first thoughts on it, I'll go first with this one. I thought it was a setup, to be honest. For me, from what it sounds like, because again, more context, a week before that, when they got into the altercation in which she broke up with him, she said they was arguing in a car. She got mad at him because he wasn't paying none of the bills, he wasn't kicking in no money, whatever the case may be. They broke up. It got physical. He punched her in the face. And she threatened to call the cops. He jumped out the car and ran. And she never filed a report because she said, well, he was gone or whatever. So she never filed a report with this. But then she gets to dating trouble, I guess, a week later. And we're going to keep it G. I don't like how even they throw the word dating around. He probably met her at the club, went back to the crib. And, you know, what I think happened is she tried to line him up to get robbed by old boy. And then when old boy got there, and Trouble didn't want to give up his stuff. So he shot him. And then she tried to paint the narrative as, you know, hey, it's just this ex-crazy boyfriend. I just broke up with him, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But just from how the story played out and how she explained it, sound like a lineup to me. But lesson from it, you know, I think it speaks volumes to how a lot of men move. We need to move a bit more carefully. And, you know, Trouble with somebody with status, somebody that had money. But, you know, a lot of dudes just in general need to move more careful. You got dudes meeting chicks at the club tonight and they be at his crib. Or he pulling up to her crib or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it be that quick and you drunk or you high, which he probably was, Trouble probably was, over there kicking it, and this girl done dropped the low to her man. Dude pull up and do what he do, you know what I'm saying? And you can have it on you or you could not sometimes. But if somebody got the drop on you, which is what the story is legend, when he broke in the crib, Trouble was asleep. So it's like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? So I just think that just showed me, man, we just need to move a lot more smarter than we move and stop just thinking with our dick all the time and use your head. If you're going to bring a chick back, go to the hotel. Or, you know, whatever. Or even if you bring her back to your crib, that's probably more preferred than going to hers, if I'm going to be honest. Because at least at my crib, I can control the dynamics of what's going on here. I got alarms. I got cameras. I got this. I got security. I got, you know, I'm in a gated community, whatever. You know, I can control things a little better. Somebody breaking my crib, I know what the gun is. I know what the exit is. I know, you know, how to maneuver. But when you in somebody else's crib, you in no man's land. You know, you get to thinking about Mo 3. That's how he passed. Got lined up. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes just literally followed him to old girl crib and waited on him to come out and killed him. So, you know, we just, as men in general, we just got to move way more smarter than we move, man, and stop letting women, you know, trick us into all type of just bullshit because you want the ass.
Killed Money Gang Vontae. Yeah, Money Gang Vontae out there in New York. In the CVS or some shit. Beat him up first and then popped him right there in the store. 5 dudes.
Damn.
All with the showed they face and everything.
FBG Cash, rest in peace. Just got killed as well. He was in the car with a chick, 5 a.m. in the morning, parked on the street. Somebody walked up to the car. Now, mind you, he got ops, he got beef. They had it with Dirk and all of them. They hoods beef with each other. And, you know, FBG Duck, he on that side. And, he in the car with a chick at 5 in the morning, just left the studio, just left the club, and somebody walk up on the car and shoot the car up 23 times. And, you know, she get hit in the arm and shoulder, she survives, and he get hit multiple times all throughout his body, and he died on the scene. So, you know, again, rest in peace to all parties involved, but I just want, you know, us as just black men especially, just move a little more smart out here. You know, you ain't got to, like, go out of your way to be getting ass or just putting yourself in vulnerable positions just to get some ass. It's just not worth that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't control every dynamic of the situation, you don't need to be involving yourself in it, especially when you got status.
I'm sorry, bro. If I was them niggas, I was that type of person, rapping, gang, and all this type of shit, I wouldn't be talking to no hood chicks. I get that type of bread. I'm not talking to no hood chicks. If I even sense that on you, I can't talk to you because I know what you could be potentially surrounded with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who you actually cool with out here and all this type of shit. I'd rather start talking to the squares and all that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? So that's what they need to start doing.
and that'll die down. Cause ain't no woman ain't no square woman like that even gonna be remotely with that type of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a beautiful chick from the hood, she with that. That's what she grew up in. She know this shit. You get what I'm saying? She looking at it like, oh, that's some quick bread.
Right.
Ain't nah, man.
That's it. So
I would say so. I get what you're saying. We definitely gotta move smarter. Definitely gotta control your environment more when you out here in these streets, when you're meeting these new women and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I also want to stress too, men in general need to be in better control of their emotions.
That's true.
If that woman was with somebody else, whether it was a setup or not, whether that woman was with somebody else, that's who she chose to be with.
right.
And you can't get emotional and end another life out of jealousy.
Right.
Because that woman made her decision. And there's too many men killing each other behind some damn vagina.
Yeah.
Most men die over women, man.
That's facts.
Like,
Especially in the hood.
it's plenty more out there.
A lot of women that know they responsible for a man dead. For real.
And that's the thing too, man. Like, also women, y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta understand who y'all are dealing with too, because you got a lot of men that's just obviously can't control their emotions. So that's something you should at least give that dude a heads up. Hey, my ex, you know what I'm saying, he not wrapped too tight, you know, just want to let you know you got your protection on you or something like that. I wouldn't want to put nobody in that position, don't get me wrong. But still, I think people need to just be aware of what's going on. Otherwise, you get caught slipping.
You got to think of it, bro. These chicks don't care. She looking at trouble like he a lick. He got money. So she ain't about to say nothing to run that bag off. But you right in terms of getting that message across. That's something that man should have known. Now, again, we're going with the story that she gave in terms of her jealous man breaking in and killing him, right? But, you know, I think you speak to a valid point. I think a lot of that comes from, you know, men just being raised by their mothers. They're just way more emotional. They react way more emotional in situations like that. Now, don't get me wrong, like love in itself is a, you know, trigger that make a lot of people act out of character regardless of what they told. But I think a lot of those dudes, I'm willing to bet every dollar in my pocket that dude that killed Trouble didn't grow up with his daddy in the house. I'm willing to bet it. You know what I'm saying? So what that does is that now you react emotionally to everything or things that, you know, if you had a dad in your life or something or a male figure you would have thought about with a little more, you know, logical thinking instead of just flying off the handle. Oh, she did what to me? You know what? No, I'm about to go over there and, you know what I'm saying? When you would have stepped back for a minute, thought about it like, wait a minute. I mean, I could go over here and do this, but what's the consequence of this going to be? Because you know what the consequence of it now is? The new dude that she messing with is dead, and you about to go do life. Yep. And guess what she about to do?
Would it be with another nigga tomorrow?
So that's
Today.
right. She ain't going to even come to the court date, bro. She ain't going to come to that court date one time. So you about to go do life for what?
You might get one letter
to get rammed by somebody else.
Come on, man. So, you know, again, that's why I say dudes got to use their head. Think, you know, move a little more smarter, you know, especially if that ain't your wife. You just date this a chick, you just, you know what I mean? Y'all been together 3 years, but clearly ain't serious. Clearly. So, you know, this is a chick you dating. It's not your wife. It's not nothing, you know, nobody that you should be ready to crash out over. But a lot of dudes will do it. A lot of dudes will crash out over a chick that he ain't even committed to at all. Just because, you know, I don't want you talking to nobody else. Yeah, but you won't even give her a title.
Nope.
But you ready to crash out over her talking to somebody else. And that's just the dumb behavior that just got to stop. We say it on this part all the time. Dudes will kill you over a woman faster than they'll kill you over anything else. Mm-hmm. And this is another example of that. Now, you done went in here and crashed out and did what you did. Now you about to go do life. Who won?
Mm-hmm. Or it's even too, you know how like other niggas will be there, hype somebody up. Mm-hmm. I could also see it going that way where Trouble pulled in the club or something like that. Wherever he just pulled out, whatever, and somebody was like, "Hey, I seen your ex at the club with such and such." Oh, she was with who? Oh, and now he, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He feel embarrassed or whatever. Now he got to go prove himself.
Yeah.
All because somebody who broke up with you, who you was disrespecting. Mm-hmm. That's nothing too. You out here disrespecting and putting your hands on her, but then want to get mad when she choose somebody else.
Right.
Come on, man.
What's crazy?
Pick your nuts up, dog.
These women ain't getting snatched up forcefully, bro. She going
willingly.
Yep.
You killing them over your girl willingly coming out there. Like,
Yeah, what you kill him and then you talk to her? What the hell? That's crazy. Yeah.
But that's how the game go.
Like
But
this nigga beat you in some consecutive match. Like y'all went to the duel of death, and he really earned your woman. No, she wanted to go over there.
You know what I'm saying? Like these girls not getting raped, bro.
that's the thing. Once she make that decision, bro, it's out your hands. But even still, another angle that I want to touch in this, because I feel like this is a multi-layered situation. From Trouble's perspective, again, in my thoughts, I don't think her and her boy was ever broke up. In my thoughts, right? But
Not a serious nope.
right, but you know, rappers and men of status and men that are capable of getting a lot of women and things of that nature, they take pride in having sex with other dudes' girls, and this is a learning experience. We say it again. I must repeat it one more time. Men will kill you over a woman faster than they'll kill you over anything else. So I know a lot of dudes walk around and wear that as a badge of pride. And yeah, I took his girl. Oh, I smashed this chick. Oh, that's such a, yeah, I smashed this, da, da, da. Leave these dudes' girls alone. It's a million women out here, bro. Especially if you somebody like Tro. Somebody got status, somebody got money, somebody got records on the charts, all type of shit like that. Like you can get all them women in Atlanta, bro. You can get any one of them you want. If you hear anything about her possibly having somebody else, all right, baby, you go ahead of that. I ain't got time for all that. I'm over here.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? But dudes won't do that. Dudes will purposely go smash a chick, or smash a dude girl, whether he no name or whether he a celebrity. But if he a celebrity, it's more of a badge of honor. And then walk around the city beating his chest with his chest out. Oh yeah, man, I sniped this chick. He wasn't nothing. And then these be the consequences of it. And then everybody else is like, damn, he just killed over a girl. But that situation could have been avoided if you would have just, okay, oh, you talking to, okay, yeah, no, I'm out. I ain't got time for that. So, you know, dudes got to move a little smarter in that way, you know. And I know, again, we all been young. We all been young. And I know it's, you know, it's a sense of pride when you're young. And it's ignorance. But it's not worth that when you get older.
Thrill of the hunt.
That's it. I understand it. But is it worth your life now? Going at 30, 33? You leaving behind kids. That's gonna have to, you know, be in a household with no father. Now again, I'm not saying that that's what he did, but I'm saying we just addressing it from all angles. You know what I'm saying? Because that happens a lot. You literally have dudes in rap songs rapping proudly about smashing other dudes' girls. Leave these niggas' girls alone, bro.
Hoes alone.
Straight up, man. Speaking of unstable women, we're going to keep this thing moving. It was recently a situation where a woman refused to make her son move out the crib after the stepdad pleaded. I'm just going to play it.
You seen this one, Smooth?
Get your response.
Yes.
I'ma see if you gonna tell him. He coming in right now.
I let him know what's
And then
up.
when cause he ain't going nowhere. That's my son. That's my only son.
At some point, he got to go.
Never no time.
I mean, at some point,
Never no time.
Man.
Never no time.
Well, tell him, Christian.
No, you tell me. You talking about you grown and you gotta go somewhere. I told him you not understand. You ain't going no damn where. You go when you get ready.
Man, I just feel at some point you need to make your own way. That's what I be want to walk through the house naked sometime, and there you go. You know, so I mean, what? You know.
No, if anything, you can go, not him. How about that?
I want to pay all the fucking bills in here. How you gonna tell me where I need to go?
But the thing is, like, why do I gotta get to my mama's house? Like, why do I gotta leave my mama's house?
Period.
Man, you damn near 40 years old. Damn near it's time to go. I mean, at what point?
I'm 29. I'm not.
Well, that's pretty 10
But you
years
know what?
away.
When I met you was living with your mama.
Man, please.
You
I
was
was
living
in
with
and
your,
out. Come on,
you was
man.
living with your mama.
I
Now you
was
gonna tell
22
me.
years old.
Now you gonna tell me because he 29.
I ain't getting up. I'm not getting up. I'm
Man,
not
he
going
has to
nowhere.
go.
I'm not going nowhere.
He has to
Mama
go.
house.
Well,
And you ain't gotta go nowhere.
You know what? Damn it, I ain't gonna pay no bills either. Then, damn it. Now, how you feel about that? You don't want him to go. I won't pay the bills.
No,
but
you gonna continue to pay
he
the
got to
bills.
go though, man. It's too much. See, we arguing and stuff about stuff.
Because, at the end of the day, all y'all do is tell me to help. Y'all ain't saying nothing. It's like,
Man, you
so
grown
y'all
ass
saying
man. You supposed to know man, garbage overfill. You supposed to know to take that outside. Come on, man. I don't have to tell you all this stuff, man.
But the thing is, I'm barely here, so I'm barely making garbage. So if I gotta take the garbage out, I'm barely here. If I'm barely here, barely making garbage, barely making dishes, like, why would I gotta do anything?
She gonna always make excuses for you, man. But
Right, he don't even be here. So What is you talking about? He don't be here like that. He come here, he sleep, and then he on business the rest of the day.
When he's here, he needs to help out. He needs to do some things. He needs to be productive.
He ain't paying no bills,
damn it,
and
he gonna start paying some bills around here.
I ain't paying. But I gotta pay.
I'd rather for him to fuck out.
But listen, my mama said I gotta pay no bills. I ain't paying no bills.
He gotta pay. What I want him to do is save his money and do what he needs to do with his money.
You know the reason why
and not pay no bills.
Because all this soft shit you bring it to him, he still got the titty in the mouth. You let all that stuff go on.
No, you know what I know? You jealous. You jealous of my son.
You would say
you jealous of my son.
Only you would say some bull crap.
I don't know if you jealous or not, but I just know I ain't getting on my mama's house. Like, if I gotta get my mama's house, you gotta put me on my mama's house at the end of the day.
Well, damn it, I'm gonna be carrying you. You got to go.
You don't think you want to carry him out then if that's
no problem carrying them out. I just shoot them on out. And
Michael, now you know good and damn well I'm not kicking my son out.
What point are you expecting?
At the end of the day, I ain't worried about it. Like, if at the end of the day, I'm here. I live here, so till I'm ready to get out, I'm gonna be here. So,
at what point are you trying to? What's your plans for this man? What's
my plan is to stay in here as long as I need to stay in here. That's my plan.
What if he 45, 50?
And he gonna be 45, 50 up in here.
Crazy as hell. Well, damn it, I'm gonna be out there.
Bye.
No, he's going
Get the stepping. Get the stepping. Because this is my only son. He ain't going nowhere.
That's what's
my only son. Shit.
You the one made him like this because yo, we dad.
You know what? Come and go. Your son is forever.
Man, I see what I'm saying.
You better go.
I see what I'm saying. That's
right. And like I said,
you made him this way. You made him this way.
I ain't making this way.
This is a product of your.
I ain't making this way. Like I said, it ain't like he don't.
Your bad choice.
It ain't like he don't know how to get out here. Like I said, when he ready to go, he can go.
I want a divorce.
I'd have left, bro.
But that should have been.
I'd have left in the middle of the conversation.
That was a skit. That had to be a skit.
Of course, but it speaks to things that really happen.
I was triggered.
Speaks to things that really happen. Like, it's a lot of women out here like that. That's like mother wives. Your son, you know what I mean? That nigga is 30 years old. What is you talking about?
That nigga.
Y'all sure that was a skit?
I don't know.
He pay all the bills.
But these days,
and she talk about you could go.
Cause she was like, I found you at your mama house.
Mm-hmm. He was 22.
Exactly. How you trying to throw that?
He's 22 now, paying all your bills. This man, when he come in the house, he said he only in and out. So why do you take trash out for? Because you still sleeping here, nigga. There's still somewhere
shit.
you come to.
Hold up. See, it's a little deeper than that.
Oh, it's a lot.
Because we're thinking about that shit. The motherfucker was 22 when he left his mama house to lead your household with a kid that ain't his. So that tells me you've been acting stupid about this kid this whole time. This man's been there paying bills.
Yeah.
Feeding you and that damn child.
You heard what she said, huh? She said a son is forever. Men come and go.
Bro, I'd have been left.
Yeah.
I'd have been left.
That's a king.
And then on top of that, nigga grown.
29. 30.
Grown.
He 30.
Nigga, you ain't shooting $1 in the crib. He ain't shooting $1 in the crib, fam.
He said, my mama ain't, she ain't said I need to. My mama said.
Nigga ain't shooting $1 in the crib.
My mama said.
Bro, $1?
My mama said.
I'd have been, bro, I'm out, fool. I'm out. What? And then dude was like, you have to put me out.
Yeah. He said, my mama said I ain't got to go. I ain't going nowhere.
Well, mama say goes.
And they wonder why their sons be soft, man. They wonder why when they die, their kid be damn near homeless, don't know nothing.
Yeah, but these same women to complain about, oh, there ain't no leaders out here. Black men don't want to lead. They just, they expect me to be superwoman. They expect me to take care of everything. And you raising your son to be the same damn way.
That's what. Yeah. That titty in his mouth, like you said.
That's what it stems from. Like, and that, like, women don't realize that a lot of the problems that they complain about
in men come from y'all.
They create. You will sit here. Now I guarantee you, if this was a daughter, this would have been a different conversation.
You know, culture way different.
This would have been a different conversation because women will raise the hell out of their daughter, cuss them out, argue with them, patrol, see where they at, make sure they live in the right way, like bend over backwards to regardless of how combative, to make sure that the daughter is being raised right. But the sons get babied, and then when these sons go out into the real world and don't know how to damn change a tire or don't know how to tie a tie, don't know how to take care of no business at all, and he looking for a new mama, essentially, then you complain. Women complain, how these men out here not with no leadership qualities, no nothing. And this man is trying to give him some leadership qualities. Fam, you are 30. If you're gonna stay here, which I don't want you to stay here, but if you're gonna stay here, at least pay some bills, do something, take the trash out.
Nigga said wash some dishes.
And he said, I'm not taking the trash out because when I come here, I don't even run through that much trash. And she was like, well, my son, he barely be it. You co-signing it. You stamping everything he's saying. So then when he get out in this real world and he can't take care of business and then other women are complaining about him, y'all have his mama to blame.
You saying this to a man that pays bills.
All the bills.
He goes to work, pay all the bills. This ain't no man that just at home that's a bum that's saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you talk to that man how you want to talk to him. You get what I'm saying? We talking to a man that provides for your household and you. Obviously, he pay everything in there. So what are you doing? So you probably stay at the crib and you still want that much. How can I say that? How can I say that without being mean? I don't want to be mean, bro.
I say be mean.
But you just want you want that much power over the household and you don't do nothing? You don't contribute nothing. Matter of fact, your kid is a liability for real. For real. Yeah, and he a grown ass man. And he's still a liability. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he may not be eating in here, but he charges all his phones in here. His TV's on in here. His game is on in here. He's storing all his clothes in here. We can be renting that room out and getting some bread during this climate. You know what I'm saying?
And let's just keep it real. He is eating in there. But
He's
definitely eating.
For sure.
But
we keeping it in the bean.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's taking shits in there. He's using the shower in there. He's a grown ass baby.
Using the cars that I put gas in.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Insurance, all that.
Because if he ain't paying no bills there, you know he ain't working. He ain't making no goddamn money. Let's call it a spade. So he don't have a car. He not paying no car. No, he ain't paying no insurance.
He's working.
Is he?
Yeah, he had his uniform on. She say he was saying, I'm barely home. I go to work. He's going to work now. You hear in the video?
Yeah, we'll see.
He's going to work now.
I bet he working a bum ass job.
So my thing is, what you doing with your money? Like you ain't got no bills, bro.
Getting fresh.
At 28.
Yeah.
Getting fresh.
What's it?
Going to the club.
Bro.
At 30? Yeah. Yeah, he getting fresh. Going to the club. I guarantee you go in his room, he got J's galore.
I don't see how dude argue with her. That wasn't even been a conversation. That to me that shouldn't have been a conversation we had in front of him. That should have been, hey, your son gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Or he gotta kick in. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It wouldn't have been no back and forth with that.
But see, and this right here speaks to the notion as to why like a lot of men don't want to date single mothers. This is why. Because when he moves in, you're expecting this man to, take on fatherhood, to pay all the bills, be the man of the house and all of that. But when it comes time to tell your kid something that you and your kid don't agree with, that's a problem. Regardless of how right it is.
It ain't right for that.
Right.
How in the hell I can lead everything over here, but when it comes to leading your child and all this type of shit, I have no say so.
It's a problem. Yep. No, don't tell my baby nothing. That's why I say, but scared or not, this happens all the time.
All the time.
But when I leave, can your kid help you pay bills? Your kid is a liability. That's just how this shit works. You want to have kids? Kids are a liability. You know what I'm saying? They're expensive. You know what I'm saying? You need help if you ain't making that type of bread. Obviously, she in position where if that man leave, you're going to need a lot of help. Matter of fact, if he leaves now, that boy of yours, he going to have to spring in that position, and he not used to that. That ain't just something a man a man or a woman just be like, all right, I'm ready for. That's something you gradually grow into. So if he leaves today, with your boy working. Hey, boy, you got to pick up all these bills. Not just some of them. You got to pay this car note, this rent, and all this shit, mortgage, all that shit. You think your son ready for that?
Oh, she gonna lean on the government.
You know what I'm saying?
And then keep enabling her son to be a bum ass nigga. Cause that's what he about to be. Let's just call a spade a spade. So, you know, I'd sit here and I just look at these type of situations, man, and again, you know, why, you know, men don't want to date single mothers, or men always talking about single mothers, this, that, and the third. This is a perfect example as to why. Because again, you expect this man to come in, be the man of the house, pay all the bills, be romantic, do all that, be a father to a son that he didn't have. That's not my son.
But he has no say-so.
But he has no say-so in the discipline. He has no say-so in the guidance. He has no say-so in how this house is going to be ran in regards to your son. So how do you expect me to be the man of the house when every time that I try to tell him something that's right, you bucking the system because you getting emotional, because you, damn the message I'm saying, you processing it as, no, you can't tell my baby nothing.
Because it's my baby.
It's my baby.
Yep.
So as a man, how enticing is that of a situation to walk into? That's why men don't want to date single mothers. That's why. That's why.
That's cold.
So, I don't know.
Feel bad for that brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. We're going to keep this thing moving. It was another story that got sent to us. I was talking about women today not wanting to compete for a man. I'm going to play this clip. I think it's from Melanie King. Shout out to Melanie King. Got a dope movement moving. I'm going to play it.
To get women nowadays to bring their man a plate, rub his feet, just basic things. The attitude of so many women that I see now is they don't want to cater to a man in any, it's almost like it's a dirty word. They don't want to compete for a man. They want him to just pick her because she's so special. But it's too much competition. There's too much out here. What are you doing to outbeat the competition? What are you doing to win over a man? And a lot of women, they don't want to do it. They want to have attitudes, not be in, work on themselves in any kind of way, physically, mentally, spiritually. Just think they just show up. Me being alive, being a woman with a vagina is enough for a man to choose me. Accept me as I am. All the men need to change. All the men need to stop being this way. But us women, we're perfect. Out the womb, we're perfect. Just because we're born, we're perfect beings, and it's all these men. But I can't. But that's good.
I actually seen some more of that video of her talking like that.
What else he said, bro? You want to provide some more context?
She was like, she happy she actually happy that they like that because that's less people, that's less women she got to compete with.
Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear that.
You know what I'm saying? She say, yeah, keep acting like that. You know what I'm saying? So us women like me, we can, the competition goes down.
That's a fact.
Keep on scooping these men right up from under y'all noses. Y'all keep on complaining. But
I've always said that. That's how I felt just growing up. Just hearing about men going to jail and this and that and
he
getting killed. She out the way. That's more woman for me. Go ahead. Do your thing. Rob and shoot and this. Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm out here. I ain't doing what you doing.
Yeah, go steal that pack from that boy.
You know what I'm saying? Go steal that pack from that boy. They going to want me. I'm already handsome as it is. Now I got more because you gone.
It's a fact.
Hell yeah. And everybody has to compete in some kind of way. Like, and for you to think that you just going to show up and just get a good man, solid man, good luck. You can get some trash just sitting there, yeah. But if you want a solid man, you gonna compete because he's working his ass off too to find somebody that's competing just as hard as he is. And he ain't gonna want nobody that's just
they compete
some
for
bottom
that job
tier.
though.
Absolutely.
They compete to impress that boss though.
They compete against other women.
They compete against other women though.
For sure. But won't compete for the man.
But can't compete for your man. The man that's gonna improve your whole life cycle.
They won't compete for like that man, like the one. But they'll compete for somebody else's. They'll try to, you know what I'm saying, a married man or something like that. They're gonna go after him,
bro,
to see if they can sway him off the pedestal of being with his woman or whatever. But finding somebody for them, Oh, that's hard work. That's too hard.
I don't know.
That's
if
too
women,
hard.
I don't know if women understand this, or even men. Let me say men and women. I don't think a lot of people understand this. Life is about tangible memories, right? Because when you become an old man, old woman, and all these type of things, bro, like you reminisce on the good shit, like the real shit that made you happy. This club shit or this hot boy season, and you know what I'm saying? This hot girl season shit. This shit ain't gonna mean shit to you when you in your, you know what I'm saying, your latter 50s and 60s and shit like that. That shit ain't gonna mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you bring that shit up, they gonna look at you like you still childish. You still ain't grew up out of that yet. You know what I'm saying? So life is about tangible memories, and you can't get that with somebody that's temporary. You just can't.
You say intangible?
No, tangible memories. You know what I'm saying? Like tangible shit you remember. That's just how it works.
But you can't put your hand on it.
Yeah, you can't put your hand on it, but you remember it forever. You remember that feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Intangible shit, that shit go away in time. Shit that, you know what I'm saying, that you don't care about. You in a sense, it ain't a memory that you gonna bring up. You know what I'm saying, that you gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we reminisce and we talk about shit, you know what I'm saying, that made us happy, that we know about and all this type of shit that make people feel good. That's what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? We ain't bringing up no downfall and shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't bringing up no negative shit. The memories means nothing. Means nothing, bro. That's what life about, bro. And you don't get that with temporary people. You never get great memories, shit that lasts with temporary motherfuckers. You just not getting that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I think the more that I heard what she was saying, I just shook my head because it shows women in this era are just lazy. They are lazy. They'll make 1,000,001 excuses as to why they cannot find a good man, but they refuse to break their normal cycle of doing things. They refuse to get outside of the box in terms of doing things. And, you know, we spoke about that a bit in Battle of the Sexes in terms of the places that women go to find these men. If you are familiar with Houston, south side of Houston, most people in that area frequent the same establishments, same 4 to 5 establishments, let's say. And, you know, a lot of women in that scenario be like, man, I just can't find no good man around here. I can't find no good man around here. Now, mind you, we in the 4th largest city in the country. Mm-hmm. And there's so many different places that you can go in terms of restaurants and, you know, lounges and hookah spots and libraries and all type of places that you can go. Museums. This is a museum city that you can go to meet people. But a lot of women refuse to get outside of their box, get outside of their comfort zone, get outside of the type of man that they're used to dating, to just see if maybe I'm more compatible with something that's, you know, that I'm not too familiar with. But they're lazy in that aspect. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to compete. Like, a lot of women don't feel like they do anything wrong. So how can you fix your situation if you feel like you do nothing wrong? It's always everybody else's fault. It's always the men. It's always the, you know, dating pool or how, you know, how men are moving in this era. It's just, I can't. No, a lot of times it's who you see in that mirror is what the problem is. Your taste in men is what the problem is. The type of man that you dismiss immediately, 2 sentences into a conversation, is what the problem is. You need to fix you. You need to fix your taste. Your taste is terrible. Mm-hmm. You done chose 10 men and all 10 relationships ended the same way. That's a you thing. That's not a them thing. And that's what, you know, a lot of women are too lazy to fix because it's going to take work for me to go lose that weight that I need to use. It's going to take work for me to go to therapy like I need to. It's going to take work for me to adjust my habits and, you know, just the type of behavior that I'm comfortable with, changing that. It's going to take work for that. But they don't want to do that work. I want to be lazy. So I'm going to hide behind the fact that he cheated and say, it was the whole downfall of the relationship was just his fault. He cheated. That was his downfall. That relationship was long over with before he cheated. And it was because of things that both of y'all was doing. But if you leave in that situation and feeling like, well, I didn't do a damn thing wrong because he cheated, that voids everything wrong. That voids my decision making that I made. That voids how much I neglected him during the relationship. That voids how complacent I got and I start gaining all this damn weight. That voids all of that because he cheated. So no self-work needs to be done. And then you wonder why you repeat the same problems with every man that you date, every man that you run into. Women need to stop being lazy, get outside of your comfort zone, and you'll have more success in these relationships. And until you do, these type of women right here are going to constantly keep getting the men that y'all complain about. Y'all can call them pick-me's or whatever the case you want to call them. But they in happy relationships, 30, 40 years married, while you sitting there complaining about your dating pool.
You chose 10 men in the same form and got the same result. Mm-hmm. How's that a man fault? I don't understand it. That's just real.
I mean, it's just no accountability, man. Because I think of like how I would move in a situation, bro. That's just like me applying at the same job or the same company 10 times in a row for the same job that I'm just not getting. And like, man, this job, it ain't no jobs out here.
Or you just shit, you can flip that. You apply to 10 different companies, get all the jobs, and they fire you. That the same job you got, they fire you. Hey, you can't do that job, fam.
Ain't no jobs out here, man.
It's not good at that job.
Men need to start stealing that type of thinking in terms of how we move out here, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'd have tried to, get a job this way. I'd have tried, school. School just ain't for me. I failed my classes at this JUCO. I failed my classes at this 4-year university. I failed my certs. You know what? It ain't no good schools out here, man. It ain't me. It ain't me.
It's the system.
It's the system. Curriculum is trash everywhere. All the curriculum is trash. All over the states. Everywhere.
Bro, I just don't understand it, bro. Like, that's what they doing, fool. It's like they walking into the same job, 10 different companies, but the same position, getting fired, getting the job and getting fired. Because that's what you're doing with a man. You getting the man there, you leaving or he leaving, he getting fired. And then you saying, oh, it ain't, hey, man, them jobs ain't shit, man. Hey, it's the jobs. How the hell's the job? You had the same damn job and you got fired from all 10 of them.
I just don't understand it, man. And that's why I say what you want about men. But if men are nothing else, we are self-aware. We are well aware when we have a good woman and we fuck it up. It's our fault. We ain't ready. I want to be in these streets. I want to whatever. A man will keep it G as to why his relationship failed and every part that he played in it from the beginning all the way to the bottom. You rarely ever hear a dude say, "Oh man, it was her fault." The relationship ended.
You rarely hear that, bro.
It was her fault, man. It's all these women ain't nothing, man. And no, what you gonna hear men say is, "Man, I had a good one, bro."
Yeah,
but I wasn't ready, bro. I dropped the ball. I was doing this. I was doing that. I wasn't, treating her how I needed to treat her, whatever. And that's what contributed to the relationship ended. It was me.
Or he also could get called out by his boys too.
Right.
If he'll try to put in all the girls or the women, they'll be like, "Nah, nigga,
right?
You know the real reason."
You know what I'm saying?
Which brings the question, bro. Like, y'all friends is damn near as guilty as y'all is in terms of y'all keep continuing to make the same mistakes because they ain't doing shit but cheerleading y'all dumbass decision making, and that's the problem.
All right, B, calm down. They gonna say you bashing.
I don't give a damn.
You're bashing.
I'm bashing today. Y'all want the old trill back? I'm the old trill is back today. Let's get to the bottom of this shit because at the end of the day, bro, if I see any of my niggas out here dating a chick and just consistently dating bad women, just over and over and over again. We gonna pull them to the side and say, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
We got questions, you hear me?
It's your fault.
Me too.
Where is your head at?
What are you doing? We don't move like that.
That's a fact.
But women don't do that. They'll watch their friend go date 10 dudes that ain't worth shit.
That came in the same form.
And then be your cheerleader every time. No, girl, he wasn't worth nothing anyway. You deserve better than that. She go get the same type of nigga. You deserve better than he wasn't worth nothing. He was doing this. No, you was doing everything right, girl. It wasn't you. It was him. And then wonder why your dumb ass keep making the same mistakes. And why your dumb ass friend is cheerleading while she on the phone with you. When she get off the phone with you, she complaining to her man about you steady repeating the same dumb ass mistakes.
And then on top of that, her man leave her. And she didn't make the same dumbass mistake you made.
Now y'all both single and dumb together out here.
Shit crazy out here.
Because all men ain't shit.
Everywhere. All 4 million of them in this motherfucker.
Hey, you mean
So you tell me I gotta go out the country?
hey. Tell me
That was
every
a toy.
man you ever met in your life wasn't good enough for you ever.
Come on, man.
Just what every man you ever met wasn't a good enough man for you.
It's crazy, bro.
Come on, man.
Then they gotta be.
I ain't
be
buying
perfect.
that. I ain't buying that.
The
bro.
men gotta be perfect, and they can't be wrong.
bro.
I mean, they never wrong.
I ain't buying that, bro.
I said it once, I'll say it again. Women will tell you all day long, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. What have you ever heard a woman admit to doing wrong specifically in regard to a relationship?
I'm not buying what you selling, baby. Them wolf tickets is long gone. You hear me?
The math ain't mathing, man. We're going to keep it moving, man, on to the next situation. This is about maintaining intimacy in your relationship. I'm going to play the clip. I want to get y'all response.
If you're going to have a long-term relationship with somebody, you better stay attracted to them. Mm-hmm. You better have physical intimacy with them. Mm-hmm. And if you don't maintain that part of your relationship, what starts to happen over time is you start living with just your friend. So I have a lot of friends. I don't want to lay next to them every single night. And if you allow your spouse to turn into just your friend, that you lose that intimacy, that physical connection. How often do you touch each other? Do you hold each other's hands? At different stages of your relationship, physical intimacy can look different ways. I doubt at 80 years old, we're going to be doing what we do now, but I'm going to be dancing with her in the living room, I hope. You want to know the truth? If you're going to have a long...
That's a fact.
Boy, speaking gospel right there, man.
That's a fact.
Speaking gospel. And I think that's one of the main mistakes that, you know, we make as a couple. Like, when you get with somebody initially, everything is glorious. It's fireworks all over the place. Y'all having sex just rapidly, all type of things. And then eventually it's going to get old. Just like everything else. It gets old. But when it gets old is when it's going to really show the work that needs to be put in. We speak a lot on this podcast about long-term relationships being work. And that's what we mean by them. You have to get creative in terms of the intimacy. But most people don't get creative. You want to know what they do? They'll start going out more and start, you know, getting that praise that they feel like they're not getting at the crib, at the club, or at the hookah spot, or where this, that, and the third. So now, when I go to these places, these women that are dealing with me in moderation, or they see me on the pass by every now and again and think I'm attractive, and of course they, you know, going above and beyond to show me their interest and things of that nature. So I'm going out and I'm getting all of that, but I'm refusing to work on my situation at home. So when I get back home, now I have even more of a resentment for her now, because it's like, why can't you give me the same type of praise, the same type of appreciation that these women just gave me after knowing me for 30 minutes? But what that stems from is men not going home, sitting down and willing to work with that woman and get to the root of why it's not happening, and being vulnerable enough to say, baby, I don't feel valued in this relationship the way that I should. You know, I don't like, you don't make me feel as much like a man as I would like. So instead of having those conversations, we'll just take the easy route. We'll take the cheap route. Let me just go to the club and get my temporary gratification at this club, and I come back and okay, and I'm good. But you're not good, because when you come back, now you have even more resentment towards your woman. When you should be like, you know what? I'm not going out no more right now. Let me fix the crib first. Baby, let's sit down and have this hard ass conversation and get to the bottom of how can we get back to building? Because right now this shit is going downhill expeditiously. How can we get back to building what we was building? The relationship would never be what it was from the beginning. Never. But that's fine. Because again, y'all gonna be in a new place. Like, relationships are all about adapting. All about adapting. So it's like, yeah, just like you said, intimacy is not gonna look the same now as it did when y'all first got together, and that's true. But our newfound intimacy might be us taking trips and just vibing out and kicking it, slow dancing in the middle of the airport and all type of just wild shit like that y'all wasn't doing when y'all was initially getting together. But if you don't have the discipline and the work ethic to get to our newfound intimacy, you just gonna keep repeating the same mistakes. You could switch partners all day long, but you're gonna keep repeating the same cycle over and over again until you realize that work is what it's gonna take for this relationship to look how you want it to look, or how y'all want it to look. So I don't know, man. That's my take on it.
Well said.
Smooth.
Well said. I'm cool.
I've always looked at it as like almost like how you have certain family members that's like super close. Like you understand that there will be ups and downs, but you also can't be afraid to just be 100% honest and vulnerable. Because if I love you, whatever's coming from my mouth, whatever we're talking about, is coming from a place of love. And I'm just trying to repair something. I see something in you that I see you doing that's wrong, foul, whatever. And I'm just saying, hey, this is what it is. Because I care about you. So how can we tighten this up or about me or you, whatever it is, and we go forward just so I can see you do better. And it is layers to it. And I've always felt that in relationships, the moment that small stuff like that will start to dwindle away on their end, that's when I knew it was over. I may try to put a little more effort to see if, maybe they having a bad day or off day. But if I see I'm going a little extra and it's not being reciprocated or, I just feel like it ain't the high not there like it used to be, that's when I'm like, all right, it's time to slowly start backing out and checking out because maybe it's not for them no more. I don't know where they at. I'm trying to fix things. I'm trying to talk about it. You either not talking about it or, no, I'm fine. But then if I try to hold your hand or something, it's, not right now. Like, damn, I can't hold your hand? I can't touch on you? Okay. But I know somebody that can. I know somebody that don't mind me doing it all the time.
Immediately.
I could text right. You know what I'm saying? So, it's easy to quickly step out because you'll have options to where that's what they want to do for you. And, if that's dying down a relationship, it'll never work. So you got to find different things because that sex will definitely die down. You know what I'm saying? If y'all like doing puzzles or working out together. Or it's the smallest things that connect you with somebody that you're really supposed to be with. So,
man, y'all know what I heard, man? I heard that Steph Curry don't leave the gym until he make 3,500 3-pointers every practice. I know y'all probably wondering, like, why the fuck he bring that up? That don't really make a lot of sense right now. But
it's practice.
If you tied to, people's want to hold up that championship trophy, like if you ask anybody that ever played the NBA, I just want a championship, this, that, and the third. But a lot of them aren't willing to put up those 3,500 jumpers every single day. Whether I feel like it, whether I don't feel like it, this is what's required of me. So when we watch Steph Curry go out and score 43 points in a game 4 and get 10 boards, we're like, damn, that boy good, man. It's just, I guess he was just born gifted. I wasn't. That's not the case. And it stems from the work that he put in to get there. The work that you don't see. Like you see the little pre-game dribbling drills and shit like that, and you're like, oh, that's some cool shit, man. Whatever. But you don't see them 3,500 jumpers that he put in. You don't see him, dribbling 10 miles a day with each hand and switching hands and behind the back and back foot. Like you don't see all of that work a motherfucker put in. And people approach relationships the same way. I want that 50 years of marriage. I want to retire and be old and have a big family and this, that, and the third. But they don't want to put up them 3,500 jumpers every single day to get there. And that's what a relationship is. It's work. It's work. Don't get me wrong. Like it's gonna be highs, it's gonna be lows, whatever.
That's how it works.
But it's work the whole time. And because when we get to that 40 and 50 year point of us being married, we can look back and have a different type of appreciation for it because of all of the work that we put in to get here. That's what a relationship is. It's not, pictures on Instagram. It's not, us getting together and we just, having fun and having sex 10 times a day and going on dates and that's just my person, this, my person, that. All that shit is gonna wear down. All that shit is gonna get them. Me and Smooth can tell you. Been with this old lady a decade. You know how hard it is to buy brand new birthday gifts after you done bought her everything in the world?
Anniversary, Christmas
gifts, shit like that. Like when she got every bag already and she got all the shoes in her closet and a million outfits in that closet. You know how hard it is to get creative in terms of keep on coming with new. That's the work that I'm talking about. Now, early in the relationship is easy.
Hey.
But, those decade plus type of situations, it's a little different. And if you're not willing to put that work in, you have zero chance to get there.
And also too, people got to understand that everybody's relationship is different, completely different. Yeah, you might have what you have an idea of it or what you would like it for it to look like, but you still can't emulate that. You still have to emulate what works for your relationship because you and your partner are two different people. So y'all have to, whatever ins and outs y'all have to go through, every couple won't accept or, be cool with, but it's good for y'all.
Yeah.
And so that's what you have to understand too. It don't matter what you see on social media, what y'all try to emulate, you still have to work what's best for you and your partner, plain and simple.
Yep.
There is no guidelines, there is no blueprint. You can have an idea, you can have a standard. Yes, this right here is the standard. But even still, with certain marriages that's high profile, you don't know what they're going through. They could be miserable, but they're gonna do it for the camera because that's what they have to do.
Shit, that's regular marriages too.
You know what I'm saying? You see it all the time. I done seen somebody
Been married
recently.
20 years, bro, and can't stand one another.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But they there for kids or the man sticking around for some bread because he don't want to lose half his shit. No, it's a lot of shit, bro.
You can see it. I half the time I be reading and you can just tell by their face, by posture. Yeah, they posting a picture, but they don't really be happy. Or it be little cryptic messages inside the message. You try to make it seem like everything's all good. No, it's not. They just doing it for the camera. They need some little relief, something to make them feel good about themselves temporarily. Yeah.
Well said, man. We're gonna move on to the next one. Title this one was Never Tolerate a Woman's Bad Behavior. I'm gonna play the clip. I want to get y'all response.
Never.
What they had to say.
Time that you tolerate a woman's bullshit, you do every man on the planet a disservice. What that basically means is the reason that a woman is coming at you sideways, the reason that she's testing you in the beginning, the reason that she got flipped with you and disrespected you and called you out your name is because some other guy allowed that. Or 2-3 other guys before her allowed that, and she think that it's okay to disrespect men now. And so now you got to kick her to the curb or kick her out your house to show her, hey, I ain't the one. But the standard is set. Men will let me do whatever I want to do. I can be a diva. I can act like this. I can act like this. Every time that you talk.
Thoughts?
Yeah, he right. He right. I ain't never had that problem, bro. I said that from the jump. Hey, bro, I don't do that calling me out my name. I'll never do that. I'll never disrespect you like that. You know what I'm saying? I won't call you no bitch and none of that shit like that. Don't. That's not tolerated. I do that from the jump. From first day, we ain't even talking yet. We on some getting to know. This is the standard. The moment you cross that line, I'm gonna ghost your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? And that needs to be what it is. Same thing with women. Like, you meet a man that's belligerent like that, calling you out your name. Bro, do not tolerate that. Because you got to realize if you tolerate that, you're going to tolerate that with every other man you ever meet. Come on, man. So break that cycle, man. You got to break that cycle on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the more somebody mentally beating you down like that, that's taking you down, your self-esteem down. And you're not even knowing that. You know what I'm saying? And by the time you catch it, it's already to the floor. It's already to the floor. So it's fucking nuts, man.
So I've only experienced something like that once. And that's all it took me to learn. Because before I had never encountered that. That ain't the type of woman I go after. There's also not the type of woman that come to me. So when I did experience that and it happened, it was like sitting back and looking at it. It was the perfect opportunity when they was kind of doing it, because the relationship that we had, it was kind of like the relationship that we had, but then two, it was the moment. Things were high, so in an instant, I had kind of gave them benefit of doubt in that moment, because I'm like, emotional, she didn't really mean that. You know what I'm saying? It was just on some, But then when it came up again, I was like, yeah, okay, I got to check it now, because the first one I shouldn't have let slide, and now I'm meeting you with that same energy, and now you thinking I'm changing. No, I'm not changing. I'm just giving you the same energy. And of course, they didn't like it, because all I did was flip a switch, because I'm like, I can take it there. I don't want to go there. I've never had to go there, but if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. But yeah, that shit, it was crazy, because it was definitely shocking to me, because like I said, it was the first time it happened, so I didn't know how to really respond to that.
Yeah,
I just tried to keep it respectful in that moment, because I didn't want to go over the edge. But then when it happened again, that's why I was like, it happened again because I didn't address it the first time. And then once I addressed it the second time, nigga, it was landslide after that.
Yeah, I can't come off my square like that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm unbothered and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, once that shit happened, that lets me know what you really saying. Because in times like that, like mad time, drunk time,
oh yeah,
that's gonna let me know what you really think about it.
Every time.
You get what I'm saying? Because now you're back against the wall when you mad. You get what I'm saying? So you trying to do whatever.
You swinging for the fences.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your true emotions and really what you thinking gonna come to that surface. You get what I'm saying? And then while you drunk, you in your vulnerable state, and your true emotions is gonna leak out of you.
Nice. Oh, I didn't mean that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
so,
did. Because it came out your mouth.
That's the part I want to see in you, because that lets me know what you really, what you saying about me behind closed doors.
Yeah.
That's what that's telling me. And in that part of me thinking that, we done. We done. Because in a sense, I can't recover from that, no matter what I do.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how great of a man I am, I can't recover from that line of thinking in you.
Mm-hmm.
We done. Get out of here. So that's how I look at it, man.
Yeah, I think that type of behavior got to be checked, man. Because every time you let something slide, you create a new normal.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. Disrespect is not something that I go for. I say it all the time. I tell anybody who will listen, I'm extremely vindictive. So if you say something wrong to me, it would behoove you to gather yourself and think about what you're saying. Because once you say it, how I respond is how I'm going to respond. And once I see that there's no gloves here, the belt is off, then it's going to go left immediately. And I promise you, what I have to say is going to hurt 10 times more than what you say to me.
That's a fact.
Right? So, again, I think that standard just has to be set from the door. If we're in a relationship, you got to be cognizant of the fact that I value you highly. I'm in love with you, or however, whatever stage that we in this situation. So anything that I'm telling you, even in mad times, it's thought being put into it. I'm not just going to say something that I know is going to hurt you because I'm just feeling bad right now, whatever the case may be. Like, you still have to have that discipline. I feel like that's what love is. When you really love somebody, you got that discipline to kind of catch yourself and be like, you know what? This may not be a good thing. So even if I'm not comfortable talking right now, baby, let's just shelve this, please. Can we just please talk about this later? So I can get into a space to where I can talk to you in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying? But, a lot of women don't really feel like they have to do that. They feel like, it's on my mind right now. No, we can't talk about it later. I want to talk right now. Even though they boiling hot, and then they say something, and then men are just expected to just let it roll off our back or whatever and just keep it pushing. And that goes back to what he's saying. A lot of men have done that. That's why they feel that way. But that got to stop. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect will be tolerated. If we are in a relationship and you disrespect me, we are no longer in a relationship. Or I can make this relationship a living hell for you. And again, I'm vindictive. So what you do to me, I feel like I got to triple the offense. That's just how I'm wired. So, move cautiously, man. But as far as men enabling that type of behavior, that shit got to stop. Men got to stop just shelving things up. Oh, I'm a man, I can take it. I ain't tripping. Fuck that. Because just like he said, even if y'all break up, now the next dude got to deal with repercussions of what you didn't check. You should have checked that immediately. No, don't call me out of my name. I ain't one of these niggas on the street. I ain't your homie. Don't call me out of my name. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't embarrass me. Don't play with me like that. And I won't play with you like that. A lot of times that's what it take early on, and the woman will be like, okay, well, this ain't a line I'm gonna cross. Or she's just gonna be like, well, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm gonna say what I want to say anyway. But either way, the intentions are gonna be revealed, and you can move how you want to move from there. But again, if you let it slide, she gonna feel more empowered to do it next time, and it's only gonna get worse. So yeah, check that shit immediately, bro. If not for your sake, for the rest of the men out here sake. Where we at? Oh, this is another clip. Shout out to B. Simone and Megan again. They had another clip go viral. Speaking about friendship with women. They said, if you know what, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just play it.
Man, if you dating a girl and she don't have at least like 2 good girlfriends, like 10 years plus, I wouldn't fuck with her.
Why?
Because you don't know how to have emotional, mature relationships.
Break that down.
Like being emotionally mature is a thing. You know how to handle your emotions. You know how to respond.
You know how to communicate.
Not react. You know how to communicate. If I am a woman that likes to be around powerful, strong, smart, spiritual women. People who are stronger than me in certain areas, because iron sharpens iron. I need to be around somebody that's not easily offended. I need to be around somebody that knows how to be like, no, check that. I love you enough to check you.
Come on, you tripping.
Friends that check you. Take that down.
Yeah.
Take that off Instagram. What you doing?
Yeah, well, take
Friends
that off.
Take that off.
You look crazy.
You look nuts.
What are you talking
doing?
about?
If you don't have a female that has friends in her life to keep her accountable, you don't need to mess with her. And vice versa. Females, if you got a nigga that you talking to and he don't got 2 good friends that check his ass and hold him accountable.
Holding you accountable? Who
You
is
don't need
saying,
to date
bruh, that's not
yeah.
okay? Who is saying, no, man, that's not cool the way you treating her? No, man, that's not cool the way you running these streets.
But you
no,
say
man,
that.
that's
Listen,
not-
no
what
problem.
I'm
You say
saying
that.
is,
Whatever
but
it
what I'm
is.
saying is right. That I understand exactly what you're saying, but can't no nigga ever say that to me.
No.
It ain't, dog. That ain't cool. How you treating her?
We not
Man, mind
saying-
your fucking
No,
business. man.
No,
We're not talking about
Oh,
that.
I'm just
Not
telling
like checking you.
No, I love Gilly, dog. Boy's a
He
fool,
wrong.
man. That boy's a fool. But what do y'all think in terms of the message? Like, if your significant other doesn't have, a couple friends of the same sex for an extended period of time, is that a red flag to you? Why? Why not?
That is a fact though. That's a fact. Like that or real close family members. Like that's like, you know what I'm saying? That
Right.
they tight.
Because you do have a couple outliers. I did date a couple chicks where like they moved a lot, either with the army or pops had a real good job, so they had to bounce from city to
that's
city
different.
every 2-3
That's a
years,
little
and
different.
they jump in states. And back then with social media wasn't like
But
that.
most
so.
people you meet not like that.
Right, true. So I'm just saying, but there are a couple outliers. But yeah, overall, yeah, I think it's a red flag.
Yeah, man. You
For
ain't
sure,
got
for sure.
friends 10 years plus. We 30, bro. You ain't got 10 years plus, bro. Like, what's really going on? Like, you got some explaining to do. Because obviously somebody don't know loyalty somewhere, then I need to know well. You know what I'm saying? Did you outgrow them? And you looking for something new? Because shit happens. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But I need to know, like, what was the real situations. And then when you tell me this, I'm going to hold you to that, because when you run into these people, you get what I'm saying? The energy going to tell you what it's been. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. 10 years? You ain't got no friends that you can say, that's my partner for 10 years. Or this my girlfriend for 10 years. Or this, you know what I'm saying? This my, hey, man, I'm real tight with my sister or my brother or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got none of that. Nah, you're not date worthy. You're not wife worthy. You're not husband worthy. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying, dealing with people for a long, extended period of time. You don't know nothing about that. So, nah, I'm cool.
Shit about loyalty.
That's real shit about loyalty. You don't know shit about loyalty, holding your tongue when you supposed to hold your tongue, talking up when you supposed to talk up. You don't know nothing about nothing. You ain't been in situations to have that, and you need that longevity to have that.
You know what it says to me, bro? It says that you have a problem being held accountable.
Ah,
Because anytime a friendship fall apart, let's just keep it real here. It was some foul play involved. You probably got checked about it. You didn't like the way you got checked, and you distanced yourself. Or, there was a drop in accountability somewhere along the lines. And if the friendship ended over it, that speaks volumes to me. That, that friendship ended because somebody couldn't be accountable there. Just like with us. We ain't perfect. We fuck up all the time. But we also the first one to say, bro, you fucking up. That's just what it is. And you need to get your shit together. I feel like you should be here. You're there. That's a problem. And you have to be able to give and accept that type of criticism when you have a real friendship. But a lot of people can't. And that's why they just say, you know what, instead of sitting here where y'all are disrespecting me or bad-mouthing me or talking down to me, I'm gonna go where I'm appreciated to some brand new motherfuckers who have zero familiarity with me and just gonna let me say and do what the fuck I want to say. So again, it speaks volumes as to how accountable you are as a person. Because when we real friends and we got real time invested, there shouldn't be an issue in terms of giving out criticism, because you should know where it's coming from. It's coming from a genuine place. So that's what that says.
Tell me you ain't got nobody you came up through the sandbox with that you cool with? None? So out of all the motherfuckers you went to school with and graduated with, none of them was?
And it's all their fault.
You know what I'm saying?
Situation fell apart. You know how it's all their fault.
God damn.
Just moving foul with me, man. All 15 of my homeboys I used to have, niggas was moving foul, bro. So now I'm out here dolo, man. I'm one deep.
All my girlfriends fuck my man. Damn.
That's real.
Damn.
It's real.
You had goddamn 20 fans. What happened? They all 20 in the gun. They all fuck my nigga,
All
man.
of them.
All of them.
See, that's why I don't have women friends. Right? I got male friends because women just too messy. They just too
Bro,
They just too cat. It's given just disloyalty. Fuck out of here.
Stupid. Hey, that's real though. That's real. Dog. Just think of what he said, and then when you start thinking about that, that's how it be. Damn, bro.
I told somebody listen to the pod, and I was 2-3 months in, and I was like, that ain't your friend, boo. That is not your friend. I said, take a step. I said, do something for me. Take a step back, and get back to me. And then I asked her, I was like, checking in, what happened with such and such? Oh, I ain't talked to her in 3 weeks. Oh, that's because you didn't reach out, huh?
See where you going with that?
You know what I'm saying? It's like friendships like that be so one-sided. It's like, when last time she checked on you? Or when she did holler at you, why it's always about some drama? Why it's always she just telling you, oh, well, this man is, this man that, this man is, this man that.
Or something you can do for her. But continue.
Right.
Well,
it's never, how are you doing? How can I help? Or how your son, how your daughter? Let's kick it, one time. Let me do something for you. It's
it's a cold game out here.
It's a cold game out there, baby.
It's a cold
Everybody
game.
opportunists.
Yeah. So on that note, man, we're gonna get into quick hits.
People trash, dog. People trash.
All right. Question is, because with the recent release of Battle of the Sexes, topic being leadership, there's been a lot of talk in these comments. There's been a lot of conversations being had. I wrote one of them down.
Man, them niggas don't know shit about no leaders. Seen them women on there, man.
Because they don't want to follow. They can't even follow.
I wrote one of the questions down, and it was, can leadership be equal in a relationship?
Can leadership be equal?
Can leadership be equal in a relationship?
That's a hell of a question, and no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Because we say it on this part all the time, man. Relationship end, it's gonna end on the man's head. That's how it works. No matter how great he was, and no matter how shitty that woman was, it don't matter. If that relationship end, it's gonna be on him. She gonna get the sympathy vote. So when it works like that, motherfucker, I am the lead. No matter if you making $1 million or if you making goddamn $40,000, it don't matter. So, hell no. No. Now that's not saying you have no
Say
leadership.
so at all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no leadership qualities and no say so, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't come to you, but as far as like the one position, I'm that. You can be goddamn 1.5, but you just can't sit in the captain chair, baby. You just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works.
Oh, can leadership be equal? 50-50 leadership in a relationship.
I'm trying to see how it would be. Yes. Because I don't see how.
Okay.
I'm trying to defend the other side, just to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pod today.
I hear you.
I don't even think Kenny would defend us on this one. I'll be honest with you.
There's no way, bro. There's no way. That's 4 hands on the steering wheel, bro. Where the fuck y'all going?
That's real.
Told you.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Fuck y'all going with 4 hands on the steering
They
wheel.
feel like it's in driver's ed.
Man,
But what they don't understand is the driver still got main control.
Yeah.
Right. I can shut that side off.
That's true.
hey, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Say driver's ed.
Yeah, nah. Then we talking one steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck 4
They
hands?
said
on?
it's 2. 2 of this car, baby.
Yeah.
Tell y'all what, man. I'm gonna answer this question with a question.
What?
How can leadership in a relationship be equal if the blame when a relationship fails is not equal?
That shit one-sided like a motherfucker, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If the family is doing bad, let's just put it on the table.
Mm-hmm.
If the family is doing bad, hypothetical scenario, we walking down the street and we see a family of 5, 3 kids, dad, woman, they living on the corner out of a cardboard box.
You're gonna look at him.
When you walk by that family, how many people, if 100 people walk by that family, how many people are gonna say, damn, I can't believe the mother got them out here on this corner like this?
Joe, not me. I'm gonna be like, boy, you letting your whole family down, boy. You look bad out here. And then I'm gonna look at her like, why is you with him? That's how it works.
So out of 100 people,
No matter if she the reason, she could been in, lost the house in a gambling or some shit, or some drug addict shit or whatever. Hey, it's on you, my dog. It's on you.
So with that being the case, how is equal leadership possible?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's just how this shit work. It's how it's gonna work forever, no matter how much money a woman start making in her lifetime, or even if the next 5-10 years women do, black women, you know what I'm saying, because we date black women, you know what I'm saying, this is how it works, you know what I'm saying? Black women start out earning us. It don't matter. When it come to relationship and shit failing and all this shit here, it's gonna be on the man. So it's no way you can sit in that driver's seat. It's no way. Because I get all the blame. There's no way I'm about to let you sit in the driver's seat and I get all the blame. That shit ain't working. You done crashed this bitch in the ocean and got out and got no blame? Hell no.
So like I said,
You gotta be on some Johnny Depp shit for the world to see it wasn't your fault. Come on, man.
No, for real.
That's just real, dog.
It gotta be on display.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's still gonna be some doubters.
Yeah, it's still gonna be some doubters.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? So nah, bro. Like if that's the only way, you know what I'm saying, the blame go on the woman, I don't even want it. Yeah, I don't even want that. You hear me?
I say so for all our listeners and all these women that be in the comments arguing, if y'all can answer that question for me, then I'll concede that leadership can be equal in this scenario.
Bro.
Simple and plain. On to the next one. Our women have been raised not to trust men in this era. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Have women been raised not to trust men?
Yep. Our women have been raised not to trust men.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
in this era.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what do y'all think it stems from?
Shit, we tell them don't trust these niggas out there. Don't date these niggas till you're 43.
Nah, man. It stems from, man, like of our parents' generation, man, of them coming through, you know, like the system and men not being there, running out on their families and all that type of stuff, man. So shit, a woman had to do what she had to do, and you know what I'm saying, she only gonna teach what she know. You know what I'm saying? The game that she picked up. And women in that era, like our mothers, you know what I'm saying, single mothers in that area, which was a lot of them. Oh shit, it was probably record breaking during that time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like they picked up all that shit by themselves. No man, no nothing, no man help. You know what I'm saying? We talking bills. We talking, you know what I'm saying, 2, 3, 4 kids, you know what I'm saying, that they providing for. And goddamn, we talking house. She got 1 car, you know what I'm saying, making sure everybody get to school on time and doing their homework and all. It's a lot of shit to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, a lot of them don't even have time to even check and see if their kids doing homework. Mm-mm. You get what I'm saying? Because they got so much shit that they juggling and all that. So only thing they really got to teach for real is stress. You know what I'm saying? And defense. Mm-hmm. So with teaching defense, you teaching your daughter hey, you gonna have to be this, you gotta be that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You teaching her all defense mechanisms. Survival. You get what I'm saying? And with the little boys, you know, you can see it in our generation. They killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Or they going to the street. You got to get it how you live, hey. That's how it works. So boys, you got to get it how in our generation that we grew up in, you gonna get it how you live. Girls, hey, you work your ass off. You gotta work your ass off. Don't depend on no man for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And if he ain't coming to you, giving you something, you don't need to be talking to him.
And all men cheat.
You get what I'm saying? That's just hot. That's just what they was taught.
So, great points.
They've been raised nothing really positive about a man. Not many positive characteristics unless they had an example in their life.
Yeah.
Great points. But I have a question. I have a follow-up question. As men, how do we climb this hurdle to increase the nuclear family unit in our communities?
I mean,
considering.
To be honest, in our generation of men, from what I see, we more prevalent in the household.
That's
you get
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? We more prevalent in the household.
Statistics showing. Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
But I mean, but you're right. But I ain't even talking about that deep. I'm talking about knowing that. How do we get over the lack of incentive to be in a relationship with a woman? We are sitting here admitting that women are raised not to trust men. So as a man who wants a family and wants a nuclear unit, how do we get over the lack of incentive to even entertain the idea with these women?
Man, I would say, man, just like me, like breaking the threshold, breaking the cycle of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I understood what I was growing up in wasn't right. It didn't feel right. Man, people know what feel right. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna take somebody folding to be like, all right, look, I don't want to be like my mom's. You know what I'm saying? That I grew under. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, stressing over everything or be a bitter person because I have to do everything. And a lot of the women, they didn't want to be bitter people and all cold people, but they had to grow to be that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's tough times. You know, you're back against the wall, bro. And you've been doing it. Bro, just imagine a woman back in them times, not now, but back in them times, we talking early 80s and 90s, right? To where women really weren't making shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it worked. And then they coming from the hood as well, so they coming with nothing, right? Now you done ran into a dude or two dudes, because most of them got two baby daddies. Ran into two dudes that wasn't shit. They wasn't good fathers and nothing like that. They ran out on you, and now you got you raising 2-3 kids and none of them over the age of 5. Your back against the wall. You get what I'm saying? That's gonna do a lot of shit to you over the years, bro. That's gonna do a lot because you in constant survival mode. You in constant, you know what I'm saying, survival mode, and you got to protect yourself, and you're a woman. You gonna grow cold.
And you had a problem with them 2 men prior.
You
so
get
now
what I'm
the
saying?
man that's trying to step up is gonna be some friction.
Hey,
now.
it's gonna take the ones that beat the odds of that, that beat the, you know what I'm saying, that's a very, very, very strong-minded woman. You know what I'm saying? Not physically, you know what I'm saying? But her mind was like, I'm not gonna let this situation break me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? My situation is what it is. Like most men, we, stand up dudes, when they go through shit, this situation not gonna break me. That's because men, you know what I'm saying, we go through this shit a lot. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like a woman that didn't beat them type of odds and still was able to raise her daughters and her sons on the values of what this shit really is out here, and actually gave them the right starting points that I would say. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a woman that needs to be praised. Not just a woman just raising some kids and you cold and goddamn me, you raising them in the wrong way and all that shit. Your situation is your situation because you made it that way. You know what I'm saying? But when you become a parent, your job is to goddamn better the situation. And I feel like in our generation, a lot of parents wasn't doing that. You get what I'm saying? So that's where that shit differs and stems from.
So it sounds to me like, and the reason that I bring that question up, right, is because we'll be the first ones to say, hey, fellas, man, get you a chick that's, cooperative, that's willing to subscribe to your program, that's willing to work with you. She being too extra, too difficult, get the hell up out of Dodge, bro. You ain't got time for that. Find you a woman that's willing to get on the program. But on the other end of that, we just had a 10-minute conversation about how women are programmed. right? So if a lot of our women are being programmed, does that mean that a lot of these men are going to have to take L's initially to win on the back end? That's what it sounds like has to happen.
And what you mean by taking the L, though?
Meaning that I have to climb a 50-foot high barbed wire fence before you trust me. And then we can start moving in the direction of positivity and building a solid nuclear unit, because you have to get over the programming.
Yes.
That you had.
Yes, I would say yeah.
So again, the messaging here to men, are we saying that, hey, be willing to climb that 50-foot high barbed wire fence to possibly win on the back end, or leave those women alone and go get with a woman that's more, more in tune with herself and that's less traumatized in order to make it happen? What type of message are we getting?
I'm going 50-50 because it all depends on the type of woman and the man. Mm-hmm. So, yes, some women are severely damaged because of past traumas that other men have placed on them. So if I'm coming into a situation, I have to understand what's going on. So if I'm built for it, I can climb that 50 foot like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I understand the hurdles that you have up. So, okay, let me make things easier for you, so that way the climb is not as hard. Because you may have a 50 foot, you know what I'm saying? It may be 50-foot wall. But if you give me a ladder to get up that mug real quick, or you could throw me some rope so I get over it real quick, so I can get on the other side, then yeah, it'll work out. But some women naturally may not have a 50-foot wall. That's just who they are. So the reason why they went through the stuff they went to was because they didn't make a man work. Mm-hmm. So yeah, both sides got to earn it. Some people you got to put a little more work in to earn their trust and to get on that side, like you're saying. But some people, don't have high standards like that. So it's easier to get over there. But I see nothing wrong with having to work sometimes. Now, if you do have that wall up, sometimes you are the reason why that wall is up. So you have to give the other person grace, because if you've constantly dealt with bad people, you can't punish that other person off the shit that you did. That's not right. I made terrible bad decisions. I'm on my 4th child, never been married, 2-3 baby daddies. That's on me. So whatever man comes into my life, yes, he got to come correct, but you can't be super hard on him. He don't know what he coming up against. That situation that's extreme, but like that's a situation where for a man, if he didn't have kids, or if he did, I mean that's a lot of different things that's going on with that relationship. So now I got to learn that family. I got to learn 4 different families plus those 2 baby daddies. What are they like? Are they in and out of jail? Are they in their life? He got to get comfortable with that. It's just a lot of different things you add into it, the equation. So you just understand what you're dealing with. So I'm on the fence about it.
And I hate the fact that you're on the fence about it. But to be honest, I think with me, my messaging has to remain consistent. No, a man should not have to fix damage that he didn't cause upon purchasing said house, or whatever analogy we're gonna use. It's on you to get that self-work done. Now, does that mean that a lot of women are gonna be left disregarded and single mothers and all of that, those things out here because men are not willing to put up with that bullshit in terms of quelling trauma before we can move forward? So be it. Mm-hmm. But maybe that'll get him incentive to go do the self-work that's necessary. And I think what that messaging does, which is what you're talking about and what Smooth said earlier in terms of understanding, because again, if women are raised not to trust men, that means that some fence has to be climbed. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it shouldn't be that way. And it wouldn't be that way if women are doing the self-work necessary before they start entertaining new men. But the reality is they don't. Women will leave all this trauma shit I done been through, and then I ain't doing no self-work, I ain't doing no therapy, I ain't doing none of that. I'm just going to jump right into the next situation.
So that'll fix it.
And take me as I am. Because all these men have damaged me. My dad wasn't in the house. My upbringing was bad, this, that, and the third. So I come with a lot. But I love you and I want to be here. But, this is what I come with. Take me as I am. No.
My thing would be is, at what point are you a grown woman or a grown man? Since when you going to stop blaming other people for your mess ups? You know what I'm saying? For your decisions.
The moment you jump off your mom and daddy couch, you get what I'm saying? Like, not couch, but porch. And you decide, oh, I'm going to be grown out here. I'm going to go get my own shit. I'm going to be my own whatever. From that point on, all that past shit that you talking about, fuck all that. Fuck all that. You get what I'm saying? Because your decisions is what define you right now. Right now. Do you choose to be the person that you grew up with and seen all that shit? And do you choose to be that same situation, or are you choosing to be like, fuck that, I'm going to go a different route. Let me do this. I ain't like how I grew up in this situation. Because most people are what they grew up around. That's just how this shit works.
Definitely.
You know, because most people are followers, so you're going to grow up from what you see. You know what I'm saying? And if you know as a grown person, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be blame. The moment you blame something on somebody else, oh, in my household, man, I ain't see this, I ain't have no dad, and you know what I'm saying, this is why I like this, my nigga. You already feeling. You already behind. You already letting yourself down. You failing your damn self. You know what I'm saying? So in that moment, you just need to goddamn check yourself. All this shit is on me right now. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. Like, if I don't want to have no kids right now, I'm not having no kids. You get what I'm saying? If I want a solid dude to come in my life, and I know I want structure, I know I want to be married to a man, and I know I want that 30, 40 year, 50 year marriage and all that shit, move like that. Change everything. If you never seen that, that means everything around you can't give you no game on that. Everything older than you, no matter how wise you think that woman is or your mama is, and you know what I'm saying, your grandmother is, your auntie is, and all these type of things, bro. If they ain't got the 30-year marriage and all, don't talk to me about no man. Don't talk. You ain't got no game you need to be giving me, because obviously you don't know. That's the problem we be having.
I got one. So Big, you mentioned, like, you kind of used the house analogy. So like, but when we looking for a house, don't we kind of do our research?
Definitely.
So like, if it had plumbing issues in the past, or we had to fix the roof, they had a roof leak before, had to made an issue in there, like, that person still got to do their research, and it's like, okay, is that worth it or not before they make that purchase?
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, like, on the other side too, if men going to accept jumping that 40, 50-foot wall, they got to understand, you know.
But see, look, wait. Which you're right. But what I'm saying is, let's go back to doing that research. And once you figure that stuff out, and you go to this house and those things aren't fixed, my advice is walk away from the house. You saying consider it, measure it, if it's really worth it or not. I'm saying that it ain't nothing to balance. Walk away.
But it's been fixed and repaired. What if it's been fixed and repaired?
Then self work has been done. Go forward. That's all I'm saying. So it's like we don't necessarily disagree. It's just, again, you more like balanced in your approach in terms of like considering both sides. I'm not.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if it's shit that's not what it need to be, I'm not paying full price to get in this motherfucker, and I got to make adjustments.
I get you
upon entry. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like it's no situation that'll be worth it for me, especially at 32.
But some people, they get in there, fix it up.
True.
And you know, it's shit shining.
That's very true. That's very true.
But it is a risk.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And my advice would be, don't do that. Go get you one that's already where it need to be.
I feel it.
God damn, there was something else I was gonna say, but I can't remember. Oh well, we're gonna get to advice, Colin. You know what? I just thought about it. That's what it was. The answer to, you know, a lot of this stuff is very, very simple in terms of like people having past issues or whatever. Because you got to weigh it in two things. I know we let things kind of cloud our judgment, like how dope this person is, or how attractive they are, or how good I feel when I'm around them. But you got to consider a very, very simple equation, right? If this person won't do self-work, how much work do you think they're going to be willing to put into us?
That's a fact. They don't care about them damn self.
No, the number one law of nature is what? Self-preservation. Right? So if that person is not willing to do self-work to improve themselves, how much effort are they going to be willing to put in to, you know, fix us or handle us?
That's a fact. That's real.
Simple and plain. First one. This is from Dejanay, Patreon. She says, if men are the more logical ones, why do they think it's necessary to go through a whole phase when it could lead to having a child and being stuck with someone for the rest of their life? That is emotionally unstable or catching STD. Wanting to have sex is a feeling. Probably why women were given a clit, the only sex-oriented organ. More often than not, men rely on the emotional side of sex rather than the logical side, which is having a child. If we actually take time to understand each other, we will realize that whole phases aren't beneficial for either sex. For men, it takes you off your purpose, and for women, you get your heart broken, or you turn into something that is not desired by anyone. So our question is, if men are the more logical ones, why do they think it's necessary to go through a whole phase when it could lead to having a child and being stuck with someone for the rest of their life?
Because a lot of men doing what they're taught instead of processing things, like especially after like a breakup or something. What are you told? Occupy your time. Go hit these other women.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get over a relationship, by knocking down these other women.
Mm-hmm.
It's not right, but that's what's been coached for so long. And just in general, I mean, logically, what makes sense to men, especially when you're young, logically, if I got 5-10 women after me and they spreading around the message that what I got is good in the bedroom, nice link, whatever it is, he handsome, he in a fraternity, what incentive for me would be to not do that? Especially when, like I said, especially when you're young. So logically, it's like, I'm going to take what's in front of me. I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit because it makes sense to me. Now, of course, as you get older, that changes. But it's just a mindset that we got to get out of. That's why we had a question early in the pod when me and you kind of had some back and forth when we was asking, like, what would you tell your younger self or whatever, 21, 18-year-old? And I said, going back, I would say that's not worth it. What we did was different than, you know, what I know now going through everything. Because a lot of them, it was wasted energy, wasted time. By the time we finished, it was like, all right, you can go. I'm not trying to build and see what else we can do together. What's the next fun adventure for us? No, I'm like, you can go.
Right.
Which, you know, that time could have been spent working on my craft. I could be reading, or I could be, you know what I'm saying, take a trip for my purpose, wherever it is. They got a convention or somebody I'm meeting with, or, you know what I'm saying? It could be so many different things, but we focus on that when, you know what I'm saying, we shouldn't be, just out of lust, out of thinking that that's the right thing to do, trying to be that guy, you know, have a solid reputation of I'm able to get the women, because, you know, like I said before, a lot of stuff we do is to please the women. A lot of men work and make money just because they know financially I would be on a different status, so not have access to all these women.
Get women.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I was watching Boomerang last night, and they was shooting about Eddie Murphy, and then what? He got some more ass. Because all these women hearing about him, you know what I'm saying? He in a nice position, and he able to get these women because they talking about him. They talking about how good he is in bed.
That's right. If everybody had the same life status, it'd be a different playing field out here. For real. It'd be totally different. So yeah, money for men is what drives the women. So that's what works for us. That's how it's gonna always work. I give a damn what lifestyle we in. We can goddamn teleport 2,000 years from now. That's how it's gonna always work. Money for men equals women. Popularity for men equals women.
It's power. A little power, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the younger you can get to it as a man, shit, the more time you get to spend in that round. That's how it works.
Yeah, I think answer to that question is very simple. Men are logical, and we do that because it's what works in terms of getting women. Just like, men are gonna do what's logical and what works in a given scenario, right? And when you're that young, sniping women works in terms of getting interest from other women or becoming having the status or the cliche, not cliche, but the cachet that these, fine gentlemen next to me are speaking about. And fact is that women control that. Because just like they said, money is important to get women. You know what's even more important? being desired by other women? Why you think it's broke niggas in the hood with 12 different children from 6 different women and he ain't even got a job or a house to sleep at? Why is it? Because he just like they just said,
laying that thing down.
Dicking.
That's it. That's just what it is. So again, men are very logical. And by having logic, we are able to see what works in terms of getting us the result that we want in a given moment. And when you're young, the result that we want in a given moment is to have access to a lot of women and to have status. And that gets us both.
And those two simple things will do it every time.
And destroy us.
Simple to play.
Do it every time.
Now, as we get older,
right,
the desired result changes. Right? When you get 25, 30, 35, you get to thinking about, okay, I want family, I want legacy. Now I have to switch, what my interests are in terms of getting to that result.
Which is going to turn into logic.
Right. But I mean, it's all logical from our perspective because it is what works. If you don't like the game, change the rules. Y'all control the rules to this game.
Been saying that.
Because there's nothing more desire. You know what men value more than money? Women.
They value exactly.
Women.
That ass, man.
Right? So whatever y'all like highly covet, that's what men are gonna shoot for. So if you don't like what men are shooting for, change what they highly covet. Accountability is a beautiful thing. We're gonna move right on to the next situation. This is from Alyssa, Patreon. She says, hey, back again with another question. I really like how straight up y'all are and love listening to each of y'all's opinion. I swear I never heard y'all talk about this topic before, so I want to ask y'all. But my question is, if you go on a date with somebody and you really like this person and you see a future with them, and then they end up disclosing that they have herpes, would that be a deal breaker for y'all? And do you feel like that people should disclose that with people they are dating, even though it is common? Thanks. This might be the fastest question we ever answered. Go ahead, Smooth.
Is herpes curable, something like that? I don't know.
Herpes is no. Herpes is not curable, but you get like the flare-ups, like can be brought down, and then they're quote unquote safe.
Yeah, super manageable
to have sex with.
You can, it could be super manageable.
But the herpes themselves will always be in the system.
Yes.
There is no getting rid of herpes.
Yes,
don't matter what you take.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about I don't know too much about the disease too much. I know people make fun of it or something like that, but I have never personally heard anybody dying from it. You get what I'm saying? Or I had never heard a joke of, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna die from herpes. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question for you because I don't know how serious. Like I know everybody get chicken pox. Everybody got chicken pox. So that means you got a virus in you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? In our generation, where I noticed my kid, they already made a vaccine that they don't get chicken pox. So, but for us, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know how that works.
But it was sexually transmitted though.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But I still don't know how that disease like affects us in the long run. Like if you a person that only get flare ups, you get what I'm saying? And you got it under control, but you get the flare ups from it, let's say once a year. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know too much of if I knew a lot about it and I, you know what I'm saying, I can give you an educated question like, nah, it wouldn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hell no. Okay. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. But I'll take some head though. I'm sorry. I'm just be 100%. I'm be all the way real.
They gotta relax.
I'll be it all the way real.
This nigga gotta relax.
Whatever I like.
Yo,
but I take some head.
I'm sorry.
I don't know enough about it, so
crazy.
I'm not gonna say yes, and I'm definitely not gonna say.
But listen, it's not you. It's me.
Oh, but you only can get it from sexually.
I think so. I think it's like contact, but like the flare ups and stuff from it happens. I think in the pelvis area. I think around the mouth. I think you can get it from the mouth, bro.
I mean, but I'm saying they ain't got it in the mouth. You can have you got a little bump and all.
Yeah, you can get flare ups.
Let me know,
so that's
man.
the thing.
Hold on, let me educate me just a little bit. What they talking about?
But I'll get my answer while they looking it up. Nah, I'm out.
Well,
That's just what it is.
It's a sexual. Hey, I can't do it, damn.
I'm out, man.
I can't do it.
I'm sorry, but I mean, again, I'm not judging people. Things happen, man.
Yeah,
people
I'm
out
not-
here
I'm
having
not
raw
judging.
sex. That type of stuff happens all the time. But could I knowingly, if I know that that's what the scenario is, walk into that? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is a deal breaker.
Spread from skin to skin. You get it from contact with someone who had the virus. You can get it in your genitals or mouth. Usually doing oral, anal, but vaginal sex.
So you want that head?
If it ain't on there, I would take it.
I'm out.
Immediately.
Open wide.
No.
I'm gone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, baby.
But second question: how early do y'all think somebody should disclose that in terms of like the date number?
Immediately, dog.
Yeah,
That's something you gotta be upfront about.
Hey, and we
because-
not. Hey, in the conversation of y'all talking, it should be disclosed. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
Give me a date number. Give me a date number.
One.
Yeah, definitely one.
Like Smooth say,
You out here giving all your business.
what you
out
do
there.
for a living? Do you have herpes? That should be
That's
the
a
second
fact.
question.
Hey, because you gotta realize that's like he just said. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know it was a sexual. You know, I ain't know nothing about herpes. You know what I'm saying? I just knew about flares. I didn't know how you get the shit and all this shit. I didn't know. So since it's a sexual disease, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a no for me. Of course, I can't fuck with you. But that's something that needs to be disclosed before y'all even have the build up to sex, like the conversation y'all have, and you ain't gotta tell the motherfucker off real because you don't even know. Like you can have a conversation with somebody.
Tell me off the rip.
But look, because you gotta realize I can have a conversation with somebody. Say if I had herpes, right, and I'm talking to a young lady, and we just talking, right. That first conversation, I'm talking to her, and it just like I got the vibe of this not gonna work. Then I'm out. I ain't gotta tell you nothing. But
True, very true.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But that next initial conversation where you think it's gonna be something, you need to say something because that's gonna be the building on, you know what I'm saying, like something a little deeper.
You know he gonna want to get physical.
Exactly.
eventually.
Then that first date, you gonna want to get physical. You don't want all that build up, and then when you about to get that, well, you already to the room door. Then you say you kissing on it. You like, oh, I got herpes.
just so you know.
No, that's crazy.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
I need to know before the build up
Yeah, you need to know before the build up.
because you got to give somebody a choice.
So that second conversation to where you think it's gonna be something, it need to be in that one.
Don't give nobody a choice while y'all in the moment
Yeah.
because that's almost like
That's
coercion.
Yeah, that's finessing. That's criminal. You need to be brought up on charge.
That's real.
Get out of here.
And there's nothing against nobody that got it. That's just not my preference. Some people are cool with that. Some people are A-okay because the flare-ups, may not be bad
But you
or
know,
doesn't show.
But
so,
in today's era, they got them pills that take the AIDS shit down to not, you know what I'm saying? To not showing
Like
you got
non-traceable.
AIDS, non-traceable.
Yeah.
To where you won't give nobody AIDS when you have sex with them. Like they got them type of pills they give to you now.
And that's cool.
So they damn near going in the next, I would say like next 10 years, they gonna treat, you know what I'm saying, AIDS like herpes.
Or HIV, like
Yeah.
Because once it gets to AIDS, ain't no treating that.
They gonna treat HIV like herpes. Because all you gotta do is just take them pills, and it'll take you to, you know what I'm saying, to where you a normal person. So shit like that need to be disclosed, bro.
I feel it.
Damn, did I say normal person? Damn,
Yes,
it's
you
cold.
did, and that's why I'm trying to get up out of here. On the next subject, next one's from Michael, Patreon. Trying to get up out of here before y'all say something wrong, man. Get up out of here, man. Before y'all say something wrong. Media training. Hi, Krew. I really enjoy what y'all doing with y'all platform. I look up to y'all as my second fathers, role models, and really take you guys' advice on matter seriously because it really be the real shit. My girl just told me something that made me rethink our relationship. So in Boston, when we throw our go-to parties, we like to get nutty. Long story short is dancing, which consists of the girl throwing ass at a nigga and the nigga just doing moves behind her. Okay. She told me she felt more comfortable doing it with a random dude in public than with me in public. So I asked her for a reason, and she had no explanation. She claims it's weird when she's talked to friends about it, but she just doesn't know why. And it's not like I can't dance either. The thought of her not liking me crossed my mind, and it wouldn't be that because she's the same person that wanted exclusivity and the same person that made me meet her parents. Basically, we're in this relationship because of her. She has no explanation for what she said. I tried to explain to her that it's the same as me saying I'm more comfortable with taking a random girl on a date than I am taking my girl.
She don't say that's different.
And she tried to tell me that they are different.
Hold on, what was that?
He said that, he tried to explain to her that it's the same thing as like me wanting to take I feel more comfortable taking random women on dates than I feel like taking you on dates. And she told him that was different. He said, I can't wrap my head around it and want to know what I should do. How can I handle this and how to make sense of it? The thought of breaking up with her hasn't crossed my mind because we are in a happy relationship. We don't argue. She just listens and we enjoy each other's company. I just don't know how to make sense of what she said. For context, since we became official, we don't go to parties or dance with other people. Furthermore, she claims it feels weird because she's always used to keeping her relationships private. And since we become public, she feels weird sometimes when she has to do shit with me in public. So let me just reread the statement. When, they throw parties out there in Boston, and they, have a, I guess, climate that they call nutty. And that's when, you in the party, girls is rolling you up, dudes is dancing. He's saying that his girl said, I feel more comfortable rolling other dudes up. Random dudes up than I feel doing it to you in public. And he's trying to wrap his mind around why.
And she has zero explanation.
She has no explanation.
No reason to back, no context to back it up.
I would say, big dog. It's from the dean himself, dog. That dick ain't dicking.
She dancing, trying to feel her print.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. Hey, she say she want it on her forehead while she standing up. Hey, man. Damn, man. She feel comfortable on random dudes' dick.
That's crazy.
Because her man is more sacred.
Man.
Yeah, she says she's not used to, being public and doing PDA and things of that nature, and that will fall in the category of PDA to her.
But you cool with a random stranger.
You cool with a random stranger gripping all on you, humping all on you, putting his hand on the back of your neck.
Nutty. Let me get this. He probably jackknifing from the back, too.
Yeah. Oh my God. Dog. Nah.
You a bitch.
I'm gone.
That nigga back there. Boom.
You know how them niggas be doing lifting their legs?
Oh my God. Hold on.
So you mean to tell me a dude that broke a chair with your gal and she don't want to break a chair with you? Nah.
That's like them Jamaicans, how they be dancing, flipping them and jumping all over them.
Nah.
But he said, for context, since they've been in the relationship,
they
haven't danced with they haven't been to no parties, and for two, they haven't danced with no other people since they've been in a relationship. But he's saying that when they was single, when they was courting or whatever, she was way more willing to dance on other dudes than dance with him. And he said he can't dance, so he don't know why she feel the way she feel. You know what I'm saying in that regard, but.
I'm out, bro.
But he said he don't want to break it up because the relationship outside of that is perfect.
I hear you.
Communication good, everything good. But communication clearly ain't good. But
clearly ain't good. You just tolerate that type of communication. You know what I'm saying? You might be a solid dude, you know what I'm saying? So it don't bother you too much. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I'm out, fool. I'm out.
Yeah, I would agree.
You don't want to show no intimacy with me. What you hiding me for? That's just real. What you hiding me for? What you hiding our fun for? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's like my wife telling me, "Oh, nah, we can't do none of this in public," but I'm comfortable with doing it with another dude I don't even know. What type of what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I can't hug you in public. Yeah. But like if I run into a homie or something in public, I can hug him.
Give him that. I can give him that hug. Like I miss you, hug.
Yeah, I mean, I got a rule, man. The older I get. Like the older you get, man, you just start living by just certain codes and just certain rules. And one of my rules is, if it doesn't make sense to me from a common sense perspective, I want no parts of it. I want to be as far away from it as I possibly can. And that makes no sense at all. So, you know, I hate to tell you this. I hate to tell you what to do with your woman, whatever the case may be. But I feel like there is a reason that she doesn't want to do PDA with you in public, and I guess that would be under the category.
Nigga probably can't dance. How about that?
He said he could dance.
She don't want to.
He say he could dance.
But she don't want to do like no intimacy shit in public.
Well, see, he didn't say that. Again, I got to go by what the man said, and you know what I'm thinking about, because in our culture that is a bit different. But like if you go to like Spanish cultures and different stuff like that, like when you go to like bachata and all of that, girls be up dancing with all random dudes all night. So if you don't know how to dance, they're gonna be like, nah, sit your ass down. I want to go dance with, you know what I'm saying? But that's their culture.
Yeah.
He's saying that, you know, he don't fall into the category of dude that can't dance.
But they not just back. They and that what you just said with the Latinos and the Mexican, they not just backing their ass up.
That's true.
They actually moving. You know what I'm saying? Then grooving and shit. I gotta live that in me. You know what I'm saying? But in our culture, all they doing is backing that ass. He's saying nutty. They on that thing.
They throwing that ass.
And you mean to tell me you don't want to throw it back? I wonder how your sex life is, boy. Because she don't want to throw it back with you with nothing in it, boy. Hey, boy.
Yeah, that right there is crazy.
Boy, hey.
You come over there, you couldn't find that?
Bet she can't do it like that with it. In here.
Shout out to Too Short.
You know what I'm saying? Man.
Yeah, bro, run. I feel like it's a reason. I feel like, you know what the main red flag for that is that you said she can't give me an explanation for it. That's all I need to know. I'm out. On to the next situation. This is from Mike, a.k.a. Mike the Kid, Patreon.
What up? What Mike talking about?
Say what's good, fellas. Mike the Kid is back with a power run from the backfield. Marshawn Lynch beast mode. Say, do you fellas enjoy having the role to tame a woman? When I was younger in high school, I thought it was a challenge because I got to show my masculinity. But now it's a headache. I was talking to my female friends about it, and they said, men like crazy women. I told them it's not the fact that we like crazy women. We would just tolerate a crazy woman until we get what we want. And if a real man has everything taken care of, his own house, car, good job, and solid social life, then it's only one thing we want, that ass. Do you fellas believe we as men should avoid juke like Shady McCoy, those crazy women, or tolerate the tackles until we get that ass / touchdown?
Bro, I'm gone. I'm crazy, man.
Avoid them at all costs.
Bro.
Yeah.
In my younger years, I wasn't doing it.
I was.
Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. That's the quickest way to get you walking in that sunlight, boy. Get out of here.
I was. Because, you got these women that act like they big and bad and want to talk loud, and I would be the one that was like, okay, I'm gonna come at you in a different angle, because I know how a lot of men gonna come at you. I'm gonna come at you in a totally different angle, and I'm gonna tame that. Whether it's putting that thing in you, or the way I'm talking to you, my demeanor, whatever, I'm gonna sway you in a way where I'm gonna tone all that down. And for a while, yeah, it was a challenge, bro. Because I for some reason that excited me. Because I'm like, who she thinks she is? She really think that I'm not gonna be able to spin it around 180? You crazy.
Hey, Otis, you know what I used to say about the women? I used to be like, damn, that's 3 babies walking right there. That's child support walking. Every one of them.
Hey, sex would be amazing.
Hey, every one of them.
Sex would be amazing.
Every chick I've ever said that about, all of them is baby mamas to multiple dudes.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Living on either living on the system or working a ass off. Still don't have no man. Like, nah, I'm cool. Cool.
I can't say that, but
I'm cool.
They made good.
Get y'all food last time, man. Don't waste your time with that.
Nutty buddies.
They are not worthy.
Yeah, bro. I think, again, as you get older, your interests change, your desires change, your desired result changes. And when you're young, your desired result is getting that ass. That's just what it is. That's what we programmed to be or whatever. But when you know better, you do better. Get a little older, you get to think about legacy. You get to thinking about cooperatives. How cooperative is she? Are we gonna be able to build something together? And that shouldn't be a hurdle. Something that petty shouldn't be a hurdle to you reaching what your desired result is as you get older. So The older you get, you be like, I'm trying to remove every hurdle that I possibly can. Anything petty, anything attitude, anything uncooperative, super combative for no reason. I don't give a damn how good she looks. I don't give a damn how good the sex is. I'm out. This is real because we got bigger things that we chasing here. And I don't want to be bogged down because you are emotionally unstable.
Bro, and you don't want to have a woman like that on your arm and it's time for you to do something at your job or, you know what I'm saying, like you going out somewhere nice and she just be ignorant, bro.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? She ignorant, bro. That's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, bro.
Yeah.
Nah. Leave that alone.
Yeah, we got to do better, man.
Stay down there in hell, man.
It's a fact. On to the next one, man. It's the last one of the day. That's from Melly, Patreon member. All right, bro said, hey, Krew Season, big bros. I seen this video on TikTok of a lady asking why when white people like each other, they fairly quickly date each other, get married, a house, etc. But as black people, we land in the quote-unquote talking stages for months and years. And men still don't know if they are sure that you the one. Why do guys think that the talking stage is way longer for black people than white people? Let me just play this TikTok video. Hopefully it's still up that they sent. It's gone. But I mean, they did give the decent explanation. Why do y'all feel like the talking stage lasts so long in our community in comparison to others?
That's a deep question, man. That's a deep question. Damn, man.
It's two things. It's either the finances don't be right all the way, or he just got too many hoes. And so he trying to see how long either can I find something else, can I find something better, or I'm still trying to figure this person out. Is this person the really one that I want to be with? I think it's really just those two during that time that stringed them along. Or y'all got time. Y'all already got a year in. You know how it go. People get complacent. You there, he there. You're not really applying no pressure. Not saying you, but I'm saying somebody may not apply no pressure, and everybody just going along with the vibes because that's what they think is cool. Nobody opening their mouth about any expectations or nothing. Y'all just together.
You know what?
You riding that wave.
I'm gonna give him the other side, bro. I'm gonna give it to him like this. Like, just say you meet a woman and it's a man and a woman. None of them got no kids. You know what I'm saying? They meet when they 30. You know what I'm saying? In this climate, they both got their career going, all that type of shit there. They guard is up. Because you making money now. You know what I'm saying? Most of us, black people, we're the first of our generation to even do that. You get what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit coming with us, even though we ain't got no kids. Or same thing with her. You know what I'm saying? She got a whole family on her back. You know what I'm saying? So she's looking and he's looking like whatever situation I get in, it gotta work. It gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I, you know what I'm saying? Can I trust you with what I'm about to give you? And that's what it be. You get what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, all right, look, I'm ready. What's up? You know what I'm saying? This is what I offer and all that type of shit there. But us, when we start making some money, we start holding that shit like this here. We start holding it so tight, we get shysty in a way. You get what I'm saying? Because we like, man, one wrong move and I'm back down with the bottom feeders. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this shit work. You get what I'm saying? So, and most of the time, black people, career driven black people, bro, you only get about, you know what I'm saying, two, maybe a third time to actually mess up and get back on top and mess up and get back on top, bro. Like, we don't have that luxury to, you know what I'm saying, to go through that turbulence and then be on top of the mountain and go all the way back down the mountain. We don't have that type of luxury. You get what I'm saying? So the ones that do get up there, they got a lot of shit to protect. Whole lot of shit to protect, bro. So that's what I think it'd be, dog. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just start getting shit, and then all that shit put holes in them. That shit put holes in them, dog. And that trust, like, can I trust you? That be the biggest thing. Can I trust you to goddamn understand what I'm trying to build over here, what we trying to build and all these type of shit here? And most people just don't have the faith
to just be like, man, this shit gonna work. Like the white people do, or the Mexican people do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's programming. I think that we as black people just don't take pride in legacy at an early enough age because we don't have nothing to protect. We don't have a name to protect. Like, we don't value our names like those other cultures do. Like, you know, we spoke before about it. Like, in those other cultures, if you do something that's shameful or whatever to our name, they will disown you from the family. To whereas black folks will let you go out there and have 6 different kids from 6 different dudes, and you can come live right at my crib, or and just different things like that. Like, we are way more accepting of mediocrity in our culture than other people are, because they have a name to protect, they have trust funds to protect, they have money to protect, they got assets to protect, and these type of things are instilled in their men at a very, very young age. So it's like, sure, you can go have your fun or whatever, but we teaching you at 8, 9, 10, you have to protect this legacy. Don't bring back just anybody to my house. No, she has to come from a good family. She has to whatever. Like, she has to be familiar with money. She has to be a solid individual. And if anything else you bring back here, I'm not approving it. And you will be disowned. And we're gonna cut you off from the money. We're gonna cut you off from your trust fund. And you go out there and you fend for your fucking self. That's how serious that they take their legacy and their name. So with that type of upbringing, those men are when they out and they growing up and going to college or whatever, they still out there having sex with women too. But they moving the right way. You know, Logic said something that kind of opened my eyes or whatever. But he was like, you know, we all been to college. He said you don't see that many, you know, white college girls that just got babies from, you know, just single mothers that are white girls in college. But black women, you see a lot of that, a whole lot of that. But it's because of the programming. It's because we come from a hookup culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the white women, they in college for 2 totally different reasons. Black women are in college to solidify their future, solidify their livelihood. White women are in college to find a husband. So again,
while chasing the livelihood,
right? While chasing it, you know what I'm saying. So it's mindset, it's programming. We don't take our name sake serious enough. We don't take our legacy serious enough until we get to a point to where we actually have something. We done built up something, and we 35, 40 at that point. But, you know, to whereas those other cultures, they getting that at 10, 11, 12 before you even leave the crib. You familiar with how important this last name you carrying is. And they move accordingly outside. So until we take more pride in that type of thing, we're going to continue the same results. We're going to be out here just freestyling, being the first of our, you know, family to get, you know, money or get assets or get degrees or get whatever. And then it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got something to protect now. So let me, you know, all right, I'm about to chill. I ain't be out here just getting all these women pregnant no more, But when you're young and you come from broken homes with no money, you feel like I ain't got shit to protect. I'm out here figuring this shit out on my own so I can do what I want. That's the difference. Programming. Yeah. And on that note, man, we're gonna get up out of here. Y'all boys shout out social medias and things of that nature, man.
SMUV __.
So we wasn't shouting out no more. Y'all know who it is. OT, man.
Trill AC, man. God damn it.
They know who it is.
I felt a bit arrogant. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's all good. Yeah, man, we appreciate everybody for tapping into us, man. Battle of the Sexes 5 was a blast. We actually getting ready to set up this new one. We looking for venue now. We're gonna try to bring in some brand new women, brand new perspectives, and you know, keep on delivering and keep on giving y'all what it is y'all want. Sleazeball, you members, we still waiting on the t-shirts to be made. It's not us, it's the plug. It's not us, it's the
already
plug.
Been paid for.
Paid for it, everything. So as soon as he hit me back and say, you know, Anthony, they're ready, then I'm gonna go get them, and then motherfuckers gonna be out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we just waiting on that. So we appreciate y'all for showing us as much love as y'all do. And shit, I think that's all I got for right now, man. Y'all boys got any last words before we get up out of here?
Shout out to Spiritual Word for the post.
Facts, man. Appreciate y'all. That's love, bro. If y'all knew what Spiritual Word charges for advertising, for them to show love just off the arm, that mean a lot. So, you know, appreciate y'all. You know, Instagram been going crazy ever since then.
All y'all women that felt some type of way about that, go seek help.
There was no comments arguing. Oh, boy.
Go seek help. Because you understand the premise that I was coming from. And women who are like that don't have to change.
Facts.
No man has to come into play for them to be a certain way. You either are or you're not, baby.
Right.
You got to be comfortable with yourself. So when you learn that, then maybe you'll understand when I say that energy that I think about. It could be anybody. Yeah, I use my grandmother, but that could be anybody. I know a lot of women that walk into a room and commands that presence. They got that natural feminine energy. Mm-hmm. Like, what's her name? Was that Courtney? Not Courtney. The post that we did.
April Mason?
No.
Courtney Michelle?
Was it Courtney Michelle? She was talking about the feminine and competing.
Oh, that was Melanie King.
Same thing. Like her, you can naturally see the type of energy that she gives off. So, it's things like that, man. But hey, I don't know nothing. No experience. I've been here 33 years, but I ain't experienced nothing. Nothing at all, man. I just be talking.
I just be saying shit, man. Don't worry about me. But yeah, on that note, man, we gone, man. We gonna see y'all next time. We gonna get up out of here with a record off that new Saha album. It's called Help Me God. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.
Oh.